All right, so we are back into session 8 here. So last session, the group finished their trek to the last known destination of Tobias Sinclair, the eccentric wizard. They were tasked with tracking down and assisting. After an arduous journey north through mountains and cold, making friends and foe alike, and tracking down a maid dragon, they discovered that Tobias's goal was to counter the rising giant threat by creating an older dragon population, who are the giant's natural enemy, in this rather young world. Following the path of stars, the constellations from Atola, the dragon goddess of war and art, they deduced that Tobias was after an essence crystal, a powerful magic item of raw magic made from Marino, the god of tempests, who would stabilize his created dragon Felgolus. At the final location, they dove into the glacier on top of a glacier, seeing evidence that the wizard had been alive recently as a result of a few singed and still recovering frost giants. Tricking their way into clearing out one side of the arena through a clutch command spell and throwing giants off cliffs, dominating a remor haze and discovering some stalactites that could fall, they took out another group of giants for you. You cleared a large space to make it easier for you to travel through. You took a short rest, recovering some in the Afridi bottle, and we are going to check back in on our adventurers and see how they are going to proceed here. So you guys just finished your short rest, and if there's anything that you wish to do before you pop back out.
Some stretches. This cold's getting to me.
Yep, so just a reminder, this is an extreme cold. So, as you guys pop back in here, I am going to have you roll some constitution saving throws, but also, this area is colder than normal, and so you will be at disadvantage for any strength checks or dexterity checks. Not saving throws or attack rolls or anything, but just those 2 checks.
Alrighty, let's do this.
Alrighty.
Okay, 18, that's not bad.
Con, you said?
Yes, a constitution saving throw. Also, to my DMs in the group, please remember to turn yourself off DM mode.
Oh, sorry.
Am I in DM mode? Hold
No,
on.
you're the one person who was good so far.
Yeah, it's because I haven't DM'd in a month and a half because my campaign keeps getting canceled.
Oh no! Okay,
It makes me sad.
so... Oh! Oh no! That nat 1!
Oh no! Sheila!
Miriam, I'm actually gonna have you re-roll, because it was whispered and nobody can see it.
Okie dokie.
Okay, want to know the best part? The DC is 10. So,
Oh,
Sheila saves!
I mean, technically, because we don't really play with critical failures.
Let Sheila have this.
I
She
don't know. I don't know.
She deserves it, sorry.
Okay. Sly's convinced me.
Damn, that was really convincing.
I'm benevolent this
Should have
evening.
Sly in all of her campaigns. To
I
be to
know! just be like, oh please. They deserve it. Smiley face. Heart.
Chocolate.
Yup. Sly's like, I will give you a hug for this when I see you next week. That is
Yeah.
all.
Also, sorry, there's a very important question that Candle and I have.
Okay.
What is... Oh, 1 second. What is here?
What do you mean here?
yeah.
This.
We're gonna have to dig. We're gonna have to dig this area out.
Oh,
It's clearly a
oh,
trip.
I am so sorry. That is just, me missing an area. There you go.
No, there's also... What is this over here? 1 second. This. It's the same thing.
Yep.
I will dig... Kieran will dig all of these out if needed.
Yeah, we're gonna Eldritch Blast the walls.
Yep, Eldritch Blast all the walls so that you can clear all the areas. Alrighty.
I am very... very convincing argument.
I know. Okay, thank you, Sarah, for clipping that. Normally I don't talk to chat, but A+ clip. A+ clip. Okay, so let's reel it back in. So you all did make the save. The DC you have now discovered is 10. And Felgolis is fine too. And so you pop out of the Freedy bottle into the freezing cold. You are kind of still in this area that you were before. Go ahead if someone would be wanting to take make a perception check to see if anything happened while you were gone.
Sure.
Well, gosh darn my tits. Of course I am.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I'll also do it.
Gosh darn my tits. A+. That's how I'm forever swearing by. Holy crap. Okay.
Damn, Lydia.
So the way this happens is, yep, Miriam, your tits are cold. it's a little rough. It's a little rough. You're a little distracted by that, and so you're like looking around. You're like, whoof. But Kieran, you're kind of poking around the area, the tracks. A lot of the tracks in the area, or the snow, were kind of taken over by the giant trail that got blazed around the north here. But you do notice that it kind of began to snow again, and you see little bits and pieces of smaller tracks. And as you're kind of examining this, Lydia comes over and takes a look at it a little bit more. And Lydia, you recognize this as there was a Yeti patrol that went by, and it seems like they did not notice your Freedy bottle that was buried in the snow. So there still are Yetis patrolling, which you kind of saw evidence of earlier and heard about. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, I
Would
just
I
didn't.
be able to tell how many Yetis?
With a 26, I'll say it looks like they came in a group of 3.
Okay. Well, we got 3 Yetis patrolling. If we're still cold, we could find them and carve them and strip them from flesh and make capes out of them.
You know, Lydia, that seems honestly like that would be a very wonderful fashion statement.
I read a story in a book once that 2 people were stranded in a blizzard, and they found a Yeti and carved them and slept inside them to stay warm.
I think I read that book too, actually. I think you lent it to me.
It is a very popular book.
It was. It was actually pretty good.
What was it called? Astral Conflict or something?
Oh
Yeah,
my
Oh.
god! God damn it, Cece. Astral conflict.
Yeah, I think it was like was it the 6th one? The 5th one? The 5th
No,
one.
I think it was a very confusing series. It was the 2nd one, but it was actually the 7th book.
Okay.
It was printed out of order.
Oh, why? I never understand why people do that.
Yeah. Just the first 3 books are the ones that you need to read. The rest you can kind of skip.
Okay.
Well, did you see which way those Yetis walked, perhaps, so that perhaps we can get the jump on them, and who knows, if there's a hole nearby, push them in.
They were heading deeper into the cavern.
Yeah, Lydia, you watched them come from this way when shit was happening, and they went in here, and then they had come back out, and then they went back. And then the tracks seemed to look like they went like this, and they went around, and then you do see evidence, especially with the 26, of tracks coming back this way, the same 3.
Alrighty.
Okay, what are you guys doing?
Well,
We
I
could wait for
feel
them to come back and trap them, or we could just continue on.
Yeah, Kieran's feeling a little bit more secure after eating a troll heart.
Yep.
Cause ow.
Well, perhaps they will come back. And if so, then we can get the jump on them. Are we willing to spend that extra time?
I mean,
If we do, we could jump on them at the top of the stairs here, so they don't see us. But just staying in place is liable to get my tip of my ears frozen off.
As
Already
true,
turning purple.
you might want to be efficient with this.
You see Miriam like pull just like an extra pair of mittens out of her bag and I place them on to Lydia's ears.
Aww.
Aww.
Lydia's gonna growl, but she is not gonna remove them.
Miriam, like, and once it happens, you like, Kieran, you get like the slightest smug side eye from Miriam.
As Miriam turns her back, she feels a snowball in her back. As
Oh,
she looks back, Lydia is not paying attention to her at all.
they're bonding.
They're bonding.
By the way, Kieran says this out loud to Sheila. They're bonding.
Sheila, you scouted up ahead. What do you think? Should we wait here to ambush them, or should we just head back further in?
Probably just lock them out of the gates if you really want.
Perhaps, and Miriam's gonna be taking some careful steps forward. Whenever I look at the top of these stairs, is it like, are there walls or is it like a sheer drop off? Like, if I hit somebody off the side of the stairs, would they fall down?
Yeah, it's a sheer drop off. It's not as high. It definitely, well, actually, never mind. You can't even see that. That's too far for you to see in this.
You're gonna need to act
Haze.
that, Kieran. Because I can't control them.
Oh,
Oh,
Not this one. The other one.
okay. Yes, ma'am.
God.
Ugh, there's two of me! Why are there two of me? Ah! Ah!
Okay, move the one that you want to keep.
The one next to Miriam.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Hey, DM, I do have a question.
I do have an answer.
What's this here?
It's a smudge on your face.
I don't know. Guys, this is the
The
big
little-
map. I'm not gonna be able to get every single little sliver.
We're gonna make you do
Oh, we're
it.
gonna bug you every time.
Also, I
no.
want you to know this map is like, how many more sessions do you want this to be? Because you can clear this entire map, but this entire map is about a 5-session thing. The rate you go.
This is truly the way to make us spend more time.
Oh
in
no.
clearing the map.
No. Oh dear.
It's certainly my downfall as a D&D player.
Okay, what are you doing here? What are we? Where
So
are we
the
going?
Yetis
Yes, let's
came
make a
from over
decision, crew.
here, right?
Do we continue, or do we just lay in trap here?
I personally think we should continue, but I would like to poke my head over here. Because you said the Yetis went this way, right? So there's
Correct.
like a continuation.
Correct.
I think while people are deciding what we want to do, I'm personally would like to have Kieran scout a little bit.
Okay. Are you scouting stealthily? Are you just scouting?
Yeah. Yes.
Cool. Sounds good. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
28.
Yeah, I don't think those guys are gonna see you. No matter what
I
they
just
roll.
I'd like to imagine that even though he wears very dark leathers, that he's able to blend in really well
Well,
with like the shadows and the stone.
yeah, so especially since light really only comes, like, the part that's really open to the area is this, like, rift here. Otherwise, it's pretty, like, dark in here. And so the shadows casting, as well as the stone, or not the stone, the ice is really dirty, and so that makes it a little bit difficult for them to, like, see you. So it
I'm
looks...
also just a little bit wispy when you look at me. My edges don't feel fully human. They're kind of blurring a bit with shadow.
Yeah, love that. So, as you kind of peer around, you see that there's an entrance right here. And Lydia pointed out the tracks to you. It seems that the tracks go in there. You also see an entrance right here, and then you kind of creep down a little bit more with your human eyeballs, and it looks like there's an entrance again right here.
Okay.
And
And
then it drops off. So, and you
Okay.
watch the stairs kind of running behind you. They disappear at about here. You can't see them anymore.
Okay. And is it because it's just dark?
Because dark as well as it's really foggy. And, like,
Okay.
there's a haze in the air, and it makes it very difficult to see.
Because DM, I don't have dark vision.
Yeah, so this, about right now, you're kind of blind.
Yeah, he's used to it. So you mean entrances as in, like, entrances to, like, other bits, or
Yeah.
entrances, like, into the
glacier. And
Into the glacier,
they
okay.
seem to be covered.
Okay.
So the area that you are in is open to above, and then the area that you're looking into seem to be covered.
Okay. So they feel more just like covered entrances.
Yes, they're like little ice caves, if you will.
Cool. I'll relay that information.
Well, I mean, I don't very much fancy being snuck up on from behind and having Yetis alert us to where we are. Do we want to take care of those, and then, if that's where the track leads, and then carry on? Just get a jump on them?
I mean, something that we can always do is, it looked, I mean, I can't see too well, but it kind of looks like, at least from this side, the staircase is the only way down. And so we could perhaps maybe lay a trap of some kind. Or we could even, at the entrances, because they're very encased, maybe at the entrances, especially the one up here, we could perhaps, like, do... I don't know, we could perhaps waylay them in some way, so we can make sure that we're not going to have to deal with them.
Perhaps we could lead them into a trap and, take care of them. I do have 20 flasks of oil.
This is true.
I forgot that you have so many flasks of oil.
I could tie about, 10 of them together with a bit of rope, lay that over somewhere, set a trap, have it trigger whenever they step through, and then once they're coated, light them up. Do any of the rest of you have any type of fire creating spell?
Do I have green flame blade, which sounds like a really poor life choice.
I will remind you that the last 2 times that you have set off a lot of fire, that it has gotten, like, fog cloudy. So, just keep that in mind.
Well, I mean, we set it off and then we leave.
Yeah. Let them
I mean,
burn up.
I think that might be a terrible plan, because even if you are able to light them on fire, all they have to do is jump in the snow.
I always forget that they can do that.
There's not a ton of... There's not, like, a bank of snow anywhere near you. There's, like, a tiny bit of snow that's fallen from the open air above. Otherwise, it's all pretty much hard ice.
I mean...
And also, I don't know how often they're patrolling around, but if they just came by recently, that hopefully means that their route isn't gonna come around super quickly now.
That's fair. Sheila, how beefy Yetis are? How much of a threat do you think they are? You're more native to the...
Not much, really. I mean, you could probably just distract them if you see them coming, or trap them, or something. Honestly, I'm not worried about it.
Okay. Well, if you're not worried about them, then I shall put my own worries to rest.
Well, I do have an idea, but I'm not sure if it's going to work. We could just use some of the worm meat to lay a trap for them, and they are going to devour the worm meat, but I'm also going to mix in some oil of etherness inside the meat, so when they eat it, they just phase out of existence and just spend an hour in the ethereal zone.
You would have to get, like, a full flask of oil of etherealness in each, so, like, having 1 or, like, 5 consume it would not be enough for them to fade, so you just waste it.
What if they just eat the oil of etherealness between them, and would it only phase their stomach into the ethereal zone?
Maybe?
And then they would just die from blood loss?
No.
Imperial bleeding?
No.
Okay. I
Okay.
tried, guys. I tried.
That's very fair. But I suppose if you're not worried, then I'm not either.
Okay, what are we doing? Where are we going?
I guess we're just planning on heading down.
Yep.
We're just gonna head down. I'm gonna erase our track with like a broom and then make like if there's a light coat of snow on the ice, I'm gonna like take my finger and trace words saying "Don't come down."
Ominous as hell.
I will use a mage hand to also help cover our track that Lydia's doing.
Okay. Don't mind this. This is me just rolling hit dice for Felgolus.
That sounds like a distraction.
Go ahead and roll a survival check, Lydia, with advantage.
Yes, ma'am. Survival. That is a 17.
Okay. Sounds good. I will keep that in mind as you guys proceed down the stairs with Lydia erasing your tracks.
I'll also pull out a mage hand, so the three of us are just kind of like, we're just wiping.
Sounds good.
I'm also going to try to gather as much snow as I can in one hand, and while Miriam is not looking, I'm going to throw a snowball in the back of her head.
Also, I cannot believe. I'm sorry. That was a great moment. I cannot believe that I did not put anything for this man to be able to see.
Nope. He's just blind.
No cantrips. I have some torches, but that's it.
Yep. It's great. Dark vision. What's gonna get you at level 17?
Honestly,
It's fine.
though.
I'll cast light on the back of Miriam's head. Shoot a hit.
With the I'll say that you put it on the snowball, and when you threw it at the back of her head, it transferred. Because I think it's
Nice.
funny.
Nice.
Glorious.
And
No.
the way that it works is as you descend especially, the haze kind of sits over you and your vision gets a little bit more obscured. And you get the sense that the light will helping Kieran not to slip on these stupidly icy stairs. They're also giant sized, so you guys aren't just like stepping down here, you are legitimately like clambering down. And I'll say for the sake of things and the sake of ease that you use the climbing equipment that you picked up from the Ends rune, which is super helpful for you to kind of get down these stairs here. But
They're the little things that you attach to your shoes with the spikes.
yeah, those things.
Yeah, the Creed Hans or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely have those so that we can walk on the ice.
So, bless you.
Thank you. Sorry.
So, can I get a D4 in chat for CC sneezing? All right. So, you guys do make it down the stairs successfully. I'm not going to... Thank you. I'm not going to make you roll for that. And you get all the way down to the bottom here, unhindered. And it gets colder the further you go down. And... if I do recall, Sheila did go straight down this way and kind of discovered more of the map as you went. Or you could choose to explore this way. It is up to you.
I'm so sorry. I just learned that when you're clicked onto your character icon and you scroll your scroll wheel, you can spin them.
I'm sorry, what? Hold on.
Look at Kieran right now.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
spinning.
I didn't know that! The things you discovered.
Yeah. I'm so happy right now.
It's the little things.
It is.
Alrighty. So, distraction aside, are you guys gonna head down or are you gonna head this way?
Isn't
I'm in
that
favor of
where,
heading
like,
down.
Yeah, I was like, isn't that where, like, the abyss kind of was?
Well, I mean, as you're looking around, you see that it is flat ground. So, and Sheila did kind of scout to here. So, but you did yeet a couple giants and Remorhaze this way, and I'm not sure.
Yeah, let's maybe not accidentally run into the survivors.
Well, if they survived there, they're not going to survive for much longer, but I agree. Unless you want to look around a bit further, Sheila.
No.
Alrighty.
Alright, so for the sake of this, I'm going to bring you to the next map. Oh. Okay, wait. I need to readjust. So, you should be able to see it there. You're going to be at the top right next to that 650.
Oh, okay.
All the way at the top.
Yup.
Just how I like it.
Great. Thanks for
That's
that.
what she said? Question mark?
Anyway.
Hey, Kieran wouldn't know, alright?
Alright, so you guys are kind of in this open area. The sky is above you and you see to your side, the cliff face seems to, or Sheila would recall that it looks like the cliff goes up, all the way up the side that you guys are on, but Sheila would recall that about here it does, have a ledge.
Keep spinning him by accident. I'm trying to scroll through the map.
So where would you like to go?
All right, Sheila, lead the way.
Indeed.
Do we want to explore a bit more of this area, or do we want to head directly down? More importantly, Sheila, did you find what we were looking for?
Found a giant camp.
Should we
Alrighty.
avoid it, or should we jump? Should we avoid them, or should we jump them?
Really hard to jump them, I think.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how hard do you think it would be to jump them?
Like a 6 or 7. I mean, they're behind gates and such, so.
That would be a bit difficult. I agree with you, unfortunately enough.
It's not that difficult. We could get them to open it for us.
That is true. Well, which way do you suggest that we go, Sheila?
Well, if you want to go to the giant camp, it's that way. As for everything else, it's way too big for me to have checked out at all, so I don't know.
All right, lead the way, Sheila. Show us where to go.
Okay. I will climb the ledge.
Okay, that is like 200 feet up. You do have climbing gear. What I will say, if Sheila, you want to climb the ledge first, it's like a straight sheer cliff. So I'll let you make a athletics check with advantage. However, you're at disadvantage because of the freezing cold. So it's just a straight roll. And then if you get up there, you can essentially assist everybody. Holy shit. Okay.
I will the ledge as well.
Okay. Miss Ma'am's gonna, you said fly up?
Yeah, I'm floating it up.
Okay. Sounds good. You're gonna use some of your float and float up. Sheila, I assume you drop a rope and probably leave some spikes in and such for the rest of the crew?
I'll definitely leave spikes in.
Okay. No rope.
I only have 50 feet, so
Oh.
I'll drop 50
I'll
feet
give you
of
some
rope.
of mine. I've got
Well.
rope.
I'm already up here, though. How are you gonna get it to me?
I'm assuming I gave it to you already.
Miriam has rope, which she will offer, and she will take up the rope.
Yeah, Miriam floated up, so she can just float up the rope to you.
I will also give my rope.
Actually, I don't think I have rope in my technically in my inventory. How do I not have rope?
I don't know, man. You're just a very unprepared adventurer, apparently.
Look He has his priorities. He has his spices.
Valid. Okay, so you have
That's
about
it.
150 feet of rope to help you out. The first 50. Wait, I think this. Okay, actually, you're in luck because I just went to check and it's only 150 feet plus, like tall right here. You got so lucky. So you have rope the whole way, and so for the sake of this, it's going to be in. The DC is going to be a little bit lower, but it's going to be an athletics check that's just a straight roll, because you would have advantage, but you're at disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay, so who is going to climb first?
I'd let Lydia climb first.
Oh, well, that's okay. Lydia's not climbing. Lydia is trying to grab your rope, but it has to be muscles. She can't lift herself up.
Yeah, so what happens is, Kieran, you watch as Lydia is, like, climbing. She gets about 15 feet off the ground and then just, like, freezes and begins to slide back down. And it's just, like, a slow slide.
Oh, Lydia. You gotta use your legs and your back, not your arms!
Are you giving her bardic inspiration?
Yeah, I'm gonna give her bardic inspiration.
Okay. I'll allow a reroll with bardic inspiration if you want.
Okay.
And it's just a d6.
Okay, cool. So another athletics. Come on.
Because I think it's cute.
And a d6.
Okay, so with...
If you believe in me, Kieran, I believe in me.
Yeah!
And Lydia, like, just channels that little inner goblin gremlin and scampers up that rope and up the wall. And, like, that is the fastest you've seen her move.
Yeah.
So-
the ice was just really cold, and so she's like, I don't want to touch this anymore.
Yep, pretty much.
Alright.
And you follow thereafter. Alrighty. So,
I will...
for the sake of
Do-
this, I will say that used up Sheila's climbing gear, so, and you couldn't really have gathered it as you were using it to climb. So, Sheila is now without, like, the
I'll gather.
usual stuff, but the rest of you do have it, and I assume you take your rope.
I'll gather it. I can float. I got 10 minutes.
Okay. So you gather it, and you now have your climbing gear again, Sheila.
Nice.
Okay. What next? So you do know that there are some enemies down south. There's a cave in there that you could go, or you could walk along the ledge here, which I don't think Sheila fully explored.
I'm going to poke my head around just for funsies while still floating above the ground, so I'm not making any noise.
Okay. Where are you poking your face? Oh, down here. Sorry.
I want to see what's on this ledge. I'm curious. It totally won't kill me.
You can see about that far. So it looks like there's another entrance.
I'll float back. There seems to be another entrance over on this ledge, but we can go the safe and sound route that Sheila's mapped, or this one. Either one's good with me.
I'll also poke my head up this way really quick.
Okay. So you see another entrance into the cave over here. What's your passive, just so that I don't have to have you roll actively?
Passive what?
Perception.
Investigation? 17.
Okay, so with the 17, as you kind of like peer into this area, for the little bit you can see, it looks like you see several like skins as well as like dead animal carcasses, and it looks like that area may have been like a dumping ground for the yetis and giants.
Okay, cool. We're not bothered.
Okay, where are you going?
Your choice, Sheila.
Well, we definitely have to go past a giant and some wolves. I mean, I guess they could be gone that way.
Oh, where's Spegalus?
Oh, he's with you.
Okay, cool.
I
Because I
didn't-
was like, oh, we can just dimension door. Oh, we have Pickles.
You do.
Damn dragon.
He's been kind of quiet.
You know, that's fair.
So, bronze dragons were not made to, like, function in this cold of weather. They typically, well, I did not mean to display that picture, but now you get to see a picture of what he looks like. There you go.
It's so tiny, I can't see that.
So...
Oh, I just didn't scroll down. Hold
yeah,
on.
there you go. So bronze dragons typically are more like coastal-ish, desert-ish, and so the cold has made him very, very quiet.
That's fair, kid. I literally just the tip of the top bit. It was like perfectly. It looked like a meme thing that people send of like the worms inching across the screen. Like
yes.
my brain is gone. I'm so sorry.
You're good. Alrighty. So where are you guys going? Sheila, are you leading the way?
No, you can pick.
Miriam will look at the rest of you guys. Do you two make a decision, or I'm flipping a coin?
Flip a coin.
Do you have an opinion here, Lydia?
I say we go for any location that we know is safe. So we should go where Sheila has scouted.
No, the
Well,
way I
you know-
know definitely takes us past a giant and 2 wolves. Or I mean, unless they moved.
Was this true?
Yeah, but we dealt with giants before and wolves as well. Shouldn't be a problem.
Also, very important question here. I do have a potion of stone giant strength. Would any of us like to consume that right now?
How long does it
How-
last?
1 hour.
That might be worth it to save for a bit later once we get closer to the crystal, but good to know. Would you benefit from that at all, Sheila?
I mean, I guess a little. Someone would probably benefit from it more, like Lydia, though.
Yeah, I was thinking. I was side-eyeing Lydia during that to be like, we have to be climbing. I want to make sure she isn't struggling.
Nobody said there would be climbing in this adventure.
I will pass the potion off to Lydia and say, when you feel like this is necessary, go for it.
I will just gently remind you that taking a potion by yourself in this world is a bonus action.
Mm. So that's a quick swig.
Yep.
You really just open your throat and let it go down.
Yeah, yikes. Yikes.
Look, man, my vibes are off tonight, alright?
No, your vibes are immaculate, and I'm here for it. At least it's you making the jokes and not me for once. Okay. Anyway. Okay.
Alrighty, well,
Alright.
well, that is true that we do know, well, potentially know what's on one side. However, who knows? The other one might be even safer. Either way, I'm good with either, so.
I mean,
How strongly do you feel, Lydia? You want to take a chance? Miriam pulls out a coin to flip.
I don't see why we have to roll for it. You guys asked me for my opinion. I'm giving it to you.
okay.
Alrighty, well, let's go the safe route then. Safe.
The known route.
Oh, yes, the known route. Let's go gank some giants.
Well, if we're
Yeah.
gonna gank some giants, should I get bigger, or are we gonna sneak up on them?
I think we're gonna try to sneak for now.
Okay, I can't do much in this form, and I need to yeah.
Stay safe.
Okay.
That's what we care about here.
Also, not to call you out, but you're being a Nick right now.
Me?
Yes.
Oh no! What have I become? I haven't made bad puns yet.
True. Only being half a Nick. Okay, but you guys can carry on if you would like. So nothing's gonna hinder you up until this point from what you can see, and especially since Sheila knows, you can stop and kind of peer around the corner, and you do see the same glow of the firelight, and you can kind of see a direct shot to a wolf who seems to be half asleep right now, and a giant who's conked out on the bed right beside him.
Now, I didn't go down more, but I figured maybe it looped around, so we might be able to sneak by him. But there may be something down there also. And it may not go where I think it does.
Well, do we want to gank him?
I can also poke down there really quickly. I'm sneaky.
Alrighty, Kieran. I trust you.
Alright. You guys want me to poke down here really quick?
Yeah. Go for it.
Ooh, will that be stealth? Stealth
Stealth
DM?
indeed.
24.
Okay, I will keep that in mind as soon as I am out of the abyss here. Hold on.
No worries.
Oh my gosh, why did it zoom in that much?
It'd be like that.
What the heck?
Why?
I poked it once and it zoomed in like to the edge, and I was like, okay, we're just in the black abyss.
It's a very interesting wall.
Yeah, apparently.
We were right, guys! Get in the walls! Get your shovels!
Okay.
They're in the
Anyway,
walls! They're in the goddamn walls!
Yeah, this ends up just being a whole bunch of kobolds, ice kobolds in the wall.
Oh, don't say that. That's genius. Ice
You are
kobolds in the
welcome.
walls would have been so cute.
You are welcome.
Oh.
Just being little assholes to us the
Oh,
whole
I am
way.
absolutely. When I publish this, I'm gonna put ice kobolds in the walls.
Name one of them after me. You
I
are welcome.
will absolutely name one after you.
All right.
Okay, so Kieran, show me where you're sneaking around because you don't have great vision. So
I'm literally just gonna dart past here first, and then I'm just very slowly up against this wall.
Okay.
Creeping.
So you can't see. You're gonna not be able to see anything in here. So are you going to be listening? Are you going to beg a light spell from someone? Are you going to light a torch? What's your plan here?
I am going to cast Ghostly Gaze. So I once for short rest am able to... I don't know if that goes in. There you go. I have... For about a minute, I can see through all walls, and I have dark vision for 30 feet.
Oh, okay, cool. So
this is like the one thing
So you can see through this wall, so just kind of keep that in mind, and you will be able to see once you get close enough this giant taking a nap. But yeah, so as you're kind of going through here, it looks like these are more giant beds. But they do seem to be unoccupied. You do see like a couple of beat up like bags and backpacks kind of laying around, as well as what looks to be the remnants of an axe sharpening session. But unless you want to take like more time to actively look around, but this area does seem to be unoccupied.
Cool. I'm gonna... Can they see me from here?
It's at the edge of some of their vision.
I'm going to just like with big arm. Actually, no. I can cast message. Thelma, Fly. What are you doing with your life? I'm gonna cast message on probably Lydia and say, "This way is clear. Come down, all of you."
But yes, I'm sorry. Kieran says that we could go down.
Ready?
Okay.
Oh, not you, Miriam. Not you.
Including Miriam.
Kieran
just knows.
Are you guys stealthing, or are you guys just walking as normal?
All stealth.
Falgo,
I believe
also stealth. Oh.
I believe in you, Sheila.
I just walked. Nobody said anything.
Good thing I'm a sneaky boy.
Oh, Felgolis rolled pretty well. Oh, he rolled really well. He got a 21.
Got it.
Okay, so Miriam got, what?
16.
Okay, a 12.
Oh, yeah, got it. Well,
Okay, let's just, for the sake of this, give me a second.
I will say that they are very sleepy and far away, and they only had like 10 feet to see Sheila.
I'm aware. They also have disadvantage. And as you guys kind of like are walking through, it doesn't seem that anything's stirring.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kieran, you kind of peek around the corner and you do see the edge of this over here, but you are a lot closer now.
Alright. I'm going to turn around and say, "You're gonna have to be quiet here. We can pass by unharmed if we're good. You need some help, Sheila?
No.
I'm gonna help her."
How are you helping her? How are you assisting in a stealth check?
I'm kind of like, as she's walking, with my mage hand, kind of very carefully just, like, brushing away, like, any random bits of ice. Or, like pushing her foot a little bit extra, if it's gonna be, like, someplace I know it's gonna crack.
That's hilarious. Okay. I will allow that to be the help action there, so if you want to make a stealth check, Sheila.
Get off of me.
So as you guys are creeping by, so you're in the process of creeping, so go ahead and move yourselves a little bit more here.
I gotta be next. Actually, no, I don't have to be right next to Sheila. I probably zoomed over.
And Sheila, like, the mage hand just, like, shoved your foot a little bit, and you know it's Kieran, because you recognize the mage hand. And as you kind of say that, one of the wolves looks, like, raises its head from on top of its paws and looks at you directly, and its teeth start to show. And it seems to have noticed you.
Miriam's gonna cast Speak with Animals. Hi there. Aren't you a good boy? We're friends. We're just passing through. Go back to sleep. Maybe I'll leave you a dinner bone for that.
Hold on one second. Let me check something. Can you display Speak with Animals for me?
Absolutely.
Okay, this thing, as it starts to begin to rise, and you begin to see, like, this cold and smoke pour off of it, and it's starting to growl at you and advance forward slowly, and the other one seems to perk up too. It does not seem to listen. It does not seem to understand, because this does not seem to be a beast. And as it begins to advance, I would like everybody to roll me some initiatives here. So, we'll see.
Great.
You guys, this is initiative just for the sake of what the wolves are gonna do. Feel free to act however you would act. So, let me...
One is still, like, kind of a sleepy, right?
Yes, one of them is still kind of a sleepy, but there's one that is advancing.
I rolled a dirty 20. If you would mind adding my initiative.
Okay. Boop, boop, ba-doop, boop, ba-doop, boop. Okay.
Told you we should have ganked the shit earlier.
Alrighty. So, top of the round here, as these things are beginning to kind of, like, wake up a little bit more, and this one's advancing, and as you say that, he looks really aggressive, and he begins to rush forward. And he is going to get to here and kind of skid to a stop on his little feet, and
Oh, don't say little feetsies.
he's got little feetsies.
Oh no, he's cute.
Actually, he's pretty large. He's very large beast. And is going to open up his mouth and let forth a cold breath. So I need everybody in that cone right there. So that's Sheila, Felgolis, and Lydia to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yes, ma'am.
These are not at disadvantage.
Nope.
21.
Okay, so you succeeded, Felgolis succeeded, and both of you take 6 cold damage, and Sheila, you take 12 cold damage, as this thing opens up its mouth and just lets out this icy breath.
DM, I have a question.
I have an answer.
Is Foglis still giving off his little lucky boy aura in this form? Or...
He is indeed giving off his lucky boy aura in this form, and I did not display that to you, so I will do so. Boop, boop, boop. Thank you for reminding me to show that to you.
Was just curious.
Okay, there we go. Lucky boy aura. Alright. This one spends its turn waking up, and I will say that it begins to start moving as it gets up from prone. But it does let out a loud yelp. So it lets out, like, warning barks. Okay, Lydia.
Okay, Lydia's going to use her channel divinity to read the thoughts of this wolf.
Okay. The wolf is saying, intruder, intruder, I need to defend, essentially.
Great! I need it to succeed in wisdom saving throw, though.
Okay. That is a 6.
Great. Now that I can read its thoughts, I can cast suggestion on him without using a spell slot. And I will suggest that it runs while barking to find a yeti and bite its leg off.
Suggestion is for 1 action, remind me?
It's for 1 minute. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Give me a second. Let me see suggestion.
It is for 8 hours.
I was like, I always mix up suggestion and command.
It's concentration for 8 hours, and I could suggest 2 sentences.
Okay, cool. So, cool. Good to know. On its turn, it will pursue that course of action while you maintain concentration.
Great.
As you
And
feel the spell take hold.
I will tell the rest of my crew to just scatter and hide for the time being. And I will run over here. And you lose my bonus action to hide.
Okay. Felgolis is going to follow what you said and run over here and use his action to hide. So go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Yes, ma'am. That's a 23.
Cool. He rolled a 24, so you were both pretty hidden. And he's in halfling form right now, so he's pretty small. And so you both, like, tuck up in this alcove, kind of behind this, like, stalactite? Nope, mite of ice. All right, that's your turns. Okay, Lydia. Or not Lydia, sorry, Sheila.
I'll run over here so that the wolf eats the dragon, because I know he saw us.
Okay. So,
I'll just wait.
are you holding something?
No.
Alrighty. Kieran.
Do we... So I know that this one got suggestion casted on it, right?
Yep.
Do I know if it's effective?
I would say yes, because Lydia gave you instructions.
Okay. I'm sorry, I completely blinked there for a minute. What instructions did Lydia give us?
Told you to essentially run and hide. And that this one
Okay.
is supposed to be doing something.
Okay,
Although,
cool.
you do know that there's another wolf awake now right here.
Yeah. I'm trying to decide if I want to be smart or be risky.
What would your character?
That's what I'm contemplating. Because he's smart, but he also is a little bit of a self-sacrificing idiot. And so he is considering trying to lure this dude with him away.
What are you doing, Kieran?
Face. Do I see that look on Kieran's face? That dumb self-sacrificial look.
A little bit, yeah.
Miriam will just shake her head like she is like the hand across the throat thing. I've got this. You had.
I mean, you guys
Alright.
are technically on the same round, so I'm cool with that exchange.
Okay. Yeah, cool. Alright, then, he is going to head over here. I know he has enough movement to do so, and he will also hide.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Cool.
Holy
Also-
crap. That's your bonus action.
Yeah. Yeah. So I am going to ready an action, which is I'm going to attack using my packed weapon if any enemy gets close to me or starts attacking someone within range.
Okay, sounds good. So with a 34, you duck kind of with your back against the alcove there and just kind of melt into the shadows and the haze that forms around that corner. And you feel pretty hidden holding that action. Okay, Miriam, what are you doing?
I am going to cast Hold Monster on the other wolf.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw DC 19.
That's a 9.
Alrighty, it is now paralyzed, and then Miriam is going to fucking hightail it over to here, and she doesn't have enough of an action to hide, so she's just gonna press herself against the wall and pray.
Okay. So for the sake of this, you begin to hear the frost giants start to stir, especially with the actions happening. And in giant, you hear him call out, "What's going on? Boy, what do you smell?" And then this one starts barking and takes off this way. And the giant just kind of rolls his eyes and, as he sees the other one sit still, and he just rolls back over and goes back to sleep. And this one is now paralyzed.
For how long?
For a minute, we need to get the fuck out of here.
Cool.
Well, no. If he's paralyzed, he'll just come after us once he's unparalyzed.
This is true, but but by the time that we're long fucking gone, he's gonna be like, "Oh, they're just being dumbasses."
We can set up later.
Are we still in combat?
For the sake of this, well, I guess the question to you is, are you all agreeing to, like, run? And if so, are you running stealthily, or are you, pursuing things, like, in a quick manner and forgoing stealth?
I think this is our chance to jump them and just sneak attack them and just kill them while they sleep and paralyzed.
I'm good with ganking people.
Sure.
Well, you guys can't really have this conversation because you're separated, so I think Lydia could say that to Felgolis and Sheila.
What do you think,
gonna
Sheila? You seem like you're
sure,
really good.
Fuck it, we ball.
Yeah, I look at Kieran. That's only gonna hold him for a minute, Kieran, and I don't know whether or not that thing can talk with its giant. I'm not entirely sure. I said that we should gank him from the beginning.
Sure. Cool. I have my weapon out and I'm ready.
Let's gank him.
Should I? Okay, so you guys see, Kieran, you see Sheila kind of come around the corner for going stealth, and as you finish this conversation with, this whispered conversation with Miriam, and so, yeah, that's what kind of happens there. So I
Cool.
will say, for the sake of things, that was all one round. So, oh, I don't have my typical posty notes. Where's my post-its? They're in my pencil case, which is in my bedroom still. So, for the sake of things, that was a 1 round on your hold monster, and I will let you guys kind of set yourselves.
Alrighty.
Alright, I'm going to
yeah.
open everyone to go after the wolf first, since it's the most immediate problem.
So we're able to.
Let's just go after the sleeping giant first, because as soon as we hit the wolf, it'll wake up probably.
Right, okay.
It can.
Well, the wolf is paralyzed. He's not
Yes,
asleep.
correct. And it rolled a
Yeah,
nat
but the giant
1.
will wake up.
Hitting it won't knock it out of its stupor. However, at the end of a couple of seconds, it's going to be able to try and shake out of that at each time. So, do that
Okay,
information.
well,
Will the paralyzing will make it a lot weaker to you.
well, the giant seems to be the most dire threat, so let's go after it first.
Okay.
I put myself in the most advantageous position.
Okay, Lydia, so we're gonna pop back in top of the round right here. The giant is kind of fallen half back asleep, and you guys come barreling in, and it seems to be waking up, but it is, I mean, to you, I'm gonna say it's not prone, because it's up on, like, its little bed, and that's pretty tall, so just keep that in mind.
Okay.
Sheila's very tall, so I will call him prone for the sake of those two. And you too, Kieran, because you're nimble and can jump up on the bed.
Cool.
Okay, so Lydia, what are you doing?
I will cast Abyssal Whip on it. I'm just going to whip it.
Okay.
You said
Would
I
it feel
don't.
good?
It's not prone on.
Yes,
He's
so
not
you-
considered prone for me.
You don't have advantage. So it's just a regular roll.
Sure.
Because you are short.
That's fine. Well, that's a 13 to hit.
Okay, so as you kind of whip out, it seems that he hears you coming, and he's beginning to lift his head, and your whip comes and latches around his wrist there, and he kind of catches it and is growling at you, picking up his axe with his other hand.
Oh, that does not hit.
It does not hit.
It's unfortunate. Can I do anything cool with my bonus action? I don't. I will punch it with my bonus action.
Okay, can you do that?
Sure can. Unarmed strike for a 6 to hit and 0 damage.
Okay, you just, like, out of anger, punch him right in the bracer.
Okay. That will end my. Actually, I will retreat here if I can.
Okay, do you have mobile?
No.
Okay.
But none of them are. One is prone and the other is paralyzed.
Well, he's still gonna try to attack you, so he does have disadvantage. But that's
Okay.
still a 21 to hit you?
Damn.
That hits.
Okay, so what happens is as you disentangle your whip and you turn to run, he just comes over with his great axe that he picked up. It swings and bashes into your shoulder for 31 points of slashing damage.
Damn. Okay.
Okay, so that's the end of your turn as you retreat there. Miriam, Felgulus is gonna look at you and go, should I hide? I can't do anything in this form.
If you want to use your dragon form, that's okay. Just don't spend too much energy, all right? We only have a limited amount of pearls.
Woohoo! And he gets big and goes rushing in excitedly.
Douglas eats the mushrooms and just enlarge.
Okay, hold on. This is driving me bonkers. Hurrah!
Clear the space.
Okay.
Yes.
There we go. Okay, so he is going to... So all he can do is change shape as his action and rush in. So that is the end of his turn. Sheila, what are you doing?
I will touch my staff to his axe and cast reduce on the axe.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the axe becomes half its size and hopefully is not very usable for him.
For the sake of this, I will say that it's a D4 of damage.
Instead of holding an axe, he's holding a spoon.
Oh, well, actually, okay, so display reduce for me, because I think it's funny. Object. Reduce. Halved in dimensions, weight is reduced. Target's attacks deal 1d4 less damage.
Well, that's if you reduce a creature.
Okay.
I'm just reducing his axe.
Okay, I'm gonna just cut his damage in half every time he attacks with it, is what I think I'm gonna do. So, since it's halved, that's how I'm ruling this. I hope that's cool.
Glorious.
Okay. Bonus action movement, anything?
No.
Alrighty, remember you are concentrating on that. Oh, roll a concentration check, Lydia, for your suggestion.
Is it? Yeah, sure. Is that a con save?
Yes, a constitution saving throw.
Okay. Do I have Warcaster? You don't. That's unfortunate. Let's say 12.
Okay, so you did lose suggestion on the wolf over here.
Ooh.
So
Oh, it's been like a good 20 seconds. Hopefully he's found some Yetis by now.
we'll see. Okay. So Sheila, anything else?
No.
Okay. It is now Kieran's turn.
Okay, so paralyzed and prone give the same advantage condition, correct?
So paralyzed is at advantage, and then every time you hit it, it's considered within melee. It's considered like a critical. Thank you. I couldn't come up with a word. Where prone
Okay.
just means you have advantage on it.
So what I'm hearing is that with a green flame blade, I should hit the wolf and fling it.
Whatever you want to do.
Wait 1 second. Is he within? He's technically within 5 feet, right?
No.
Son of a bitch! I'm not pouting.
Pouts for Sly.
But Felgalus is within 5 feet, so I will get my sneak attack.
You will.
Alright, is it more worth it to do twice? No, I think I'm still gonna flame blade him. Cool. Alright, this is on the wolf at advantage.
Yes, ma'am. And it will be considered a critical.
Yes.
You need to roll to hit first.
Son of a... I'm having a great time here, alright? Is a 24 hit, ma'am?
Yes, it indeed does.
Cool.
Roll that critical damage.
Alright, so it'll be an extra d8.
Fuck yeah.
Damn, that makes me sad.
Every point helps.
14. So that'll be 22 points of damage plus the 13 points of fire damage.
Okay. So that's 35 total. The fire damage
Yeah.
seems to affect it normally.
Okay, cool. Alright. Cool. That's action. Do I want to do anything for a bonus action? No. I stay here. That will be all.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. Okay, Miriam.
Alrighty, let's I'm I'm worried about numbers here. I'm gonna start casting at this wolf.
Okay. Okay.
Do I have advantage from the paralyzed since I'm far away or
yes, you do.
no? Okie dokie.
But let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Unless you do that, you're gonna hit.
Okay. The first one's a 15
Yep.
for +5 damage for 13 damage total. Oh, okay. Oh, I get 6 now. Okay. Baller.
So 14 damage total. Cool.
Yep.
He's starting to look a little bloodied there, and you actually see, Kieran, you watch it as it bleeds. This blue blood, it begins to crust over and crystallize.
Ooh.
Second one is a 19. I forget, does Spellglass give me anything special and pretty with that?
So 19 is considered a critical in this. However, you don't get, yes, you do actually. Hold on. I don't actually have that pulled up, but if you would like to roll a D100 for me, that would be great.
Absolutely. For 12 damage for that second one.
Okay.
Yeah, 35.
A 35. Let me consult my spell attack critical hit. So you actually, this is hilarious. So as you smack into this this wolf with your blast, that's a critical hit. You knock him over and he falls prone.
Yeah.
How much damage is that?
12 damage.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Third one for 27 to hit.
Okay, that definitely hits.
And for, so 6 force damage.
Oh.
Fourth one for, let's see, 17 to hit.
17
For-
does hit.
7 force damage.
Okay, how do you destroy this wolf? Prone and paralyzed from your spell.
You just watch as several bolts of this force energy that look like little phoenixes just keep hitting it in the side of its temple, and I just hit it until its eyes roll back and it stops moving.
Okay, love that. It does indeed do that. And it's just laying upside down almost on the ground.
All right, I got 3 more, baby.
Okay, go for it. So
I'm gonna take him out.
the giant is prone, so these would be disadvantaged since they are ranged.
He is high up though. I question though. Is he high up enough to not be considered prone to me?
Fine.
I was gonna ask, how tall are you, Miriam?
Yeah, I was like, she's pretty tall, so I think it's fine. Okay, 14 does indeed miss, though.
Okay, 2. Does a 19 hit?
A 19 does hit.
For 8 force damage. And this is my 8th one. For 23 to hit. For 13 force damage.
Okay, as
Damn.
your last 2 Eldritch Blasts just go blasting into his side. Kind of like as he's looking in confusion at his tiny axe, you blast him twice in that shoulder. And his attention is drawn to you. Anything else, Miriam?
I'll just move right here closer to the wall. Just kind of like, I'm pressing myself against the wall just out of sight.
Alrighty. So this giant stands up on his bed from prone and is going to jump down and yeah, it's gonna wail away at Sheila because Sheila reduced its axe, and that's rude. So he is going to hit you. That is a 28 to hit.
I will expend a charge of my book to teleport 10 feet away.
What? Rude.
So it misses.
Okay. So watching you evade it, yeah, he's gonna stay put because he doesn't want to get the snapping dragon jaw and also is now kind of picking up that there is a dragon next to it, and it's going to turn and attack the dragon with a 22, which does indeed hit Felgolus. But it only does 12. Oh, where'd my... Well, it's a good thing I remember what health he was at. But it only does 12 slashing damage, so it seems that your spell does indeed have a pretty good effect there. Okay, that is the end of his turn. Okay. Cool. Stuff's happening over there. Wait, let me just check something. Oh, shit. Alrighty, Lydia. What are you doing?
Well, yeah, I guess Lydia will come back over here and... No, that's a good question. Let's see. I guess we'll just cast Sacred Flame from where she is at the Ragamuffin.
Okay, so dexterity saving throw.
Yes, ma'am.
That is a 4.
So he takes 20 radiant damage.
Okay.
Damn.
So as you...
And-
Oh, go ahead.
And I will use my bonus action to give Kieran advantage.
Okay. Sounds good. So as you release your Sacred Flame, it not being able to dodge out of the way, its itty-bitty axe, almost comically small in its hand, getting stuck in, like, Felgolus's jaws. Felgolus tries to bite the axe, and you do quite a bit of damage, a blast of radiant energy lighting up the area, and Kieran, you see the opening. Alright, but it is Felgolus's turn first, as he is going to just unleash on this guy. Okay, if I can find it, where'd it go? There we go. Okay, he rolled horribly, a 14 and a natty 1 on his claw attack, but yeah, so as he's clawing at this thing, he's distracted by the baby axe in his mouth, and he's trying to claw, and the giant's holding him back, and then he just, like, bites down and gets the giant's hand in his mouth, and indeed does 20 piercing damage as he bites into the giant's, like, wrist. Okay, Sheila, what are you doing?
I'll just go whack him. It's okay.
Smack him.
20.
Okay, a 20 does indeed hit.
13 damage.
Okay. So you kind of come up from behind as well as, and kind of cleave him across his back there, doing a bit of bludgeoning damage as he groans. Okay, anything else?
No.
Okay, Kieran, you have advantage.
I do have advantage. Alright, I have advantage for all my attack rolls? Or
just
my
that one.
first four? Okay. Then I am going to... Then I'm going to Green Flame Blade again. Does a 23 hit?
23 does indeed hit.
Alright, that'll be... Oh, it didn't roll my... So, 11 piercing, the 8 sneak, and then it did not roll my Green Flame Blade, which is sad. And an additional... Damn, that was a good roll. 17 fire damage.
Alrighty, that's what you needed! So how do you want to kill this giant?
Oh, this is just very efficient. He's in, like... We must end this quickly and quietly. And so he just, where he sees where the great club hit, he goes for that with precision and shoots the fire through.
Okay. Sounds good. As he kind of falls back, smashing against the back of the wall, and slides down, his tiny axe clattering to the ground. All right.
It's so cute. I want it.
Yep. So you wait for a moment, and there's silence. And it seems that the wolf, even though distracted, did continue on their way away from this area, so the wolf is not coming back.
Cool. I see a chest.
Alrighty, so we're gonna get back to that in just a moment. We're gonna actually take a super quick break, so we'll be back in about 10 minutes, so at about the 13 to 15 minute mark on the hour, and we'll see what's in the chest and where our adventurers go next. So see you guys in a couple moments. And we are back. Alrighty, so the group just ambushed and took out sent away one of the winter wolves and took out the other one as well as the giant with the help of a reduced spell who was trying to take a nap. So there was indeed a chest there if you want to poke around in it. For the sake of fun things, would you like to roll me a d12?
Oh, boy.
Yes. Unless you want to do that. See.
Do you want to do it?
One of you, whoever
I'll do
does it
it.
first. Okay, it's a 5.
I'm committed.
So
Yep.
you find a giant-sized fur cloak that is ripped and patched in multiple places, as well as a bag that has about 30 gold pieces in it, and a interesting-looking potion. Hold on, let me go see what it looks like. I foolishly did not have my other chart open.
I will pass off the giant ripped up fur cloak. I'll initially look at Sheila, and then I'll turn towards Lydia.
You. That is so last
You'll
year.
be bundled, but you're cold.
I will not be caught dead in that thing.
I'm going to
Look at
wrap
it. There's so many frost fleas on it.
I'm going to do the aggressive shakeout and wrap it around her with some of the rips I'll push through so for her armholes. You have a,
Oh, Lydia is not doing that. She will escape that.
Is this a grapple?
I guess. So you roll an athletics check at disadvantage, mind you, because it's fucking freezing.
Yep.
And Lydia, you roll a acrobatics or athletics at also disadvantage.
I rolled an 11.
Okay.
I must know. I think
You said. I'm sorry. You said what?
In athletics or acrobatics.
Thank you. Oof. Okay.
at disadvantage.
Oh.
Oh, no.
That's not fun.
At
Okay.
disadvantage.
Okay.
We both rolled at disadvantage.
There you go. 14.
Yeah,
Okay.
you beat it.
Yeah, so
You
you
slip out.
managed to just like slip out of the way.
I'm just trying to keep you warm.
Give it to
All right.
Miriam. That's more her style.
Yeah, I'll throw it over. I'll throw it over to Sheila.
So Sheila, you get a very large coat that is patched. But you see a potion that is it's a very sheer red liquid that has a tiny bead in it that expands and then contracts. And then expands and then contracts in it.
I was straight up in my notes about to write convulsing bead.
Okay.
We're gonna say fluctuating.
Okay.
Would Lydia know what this is?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check for me.
Yes, ma'am. That's a casual 26.
Okay, with a casual 26 and your experience in the guild as well as seeing lots of potions coming in and out, this is a pretty common potion, but you know it's a potion of diminution. Nope.
Diminishment?
Yeah, it's a diminution, like enlargement. I don't know, man. It's an enlarge reduce. It's the reduce part of it.
What?
I just can't pronounce it.
Why would it have a reduced potion? That's kind of odd, but I'll take the reduced
Diminution?
potion if anybody else wants it.
Diminution.
Diminution.
I just can't talk.
I have no need for this.
All right, I shall take it.
Okay.
Alright.
Alrighty, that is what you found there. You poke around. You find other things, like you find like a skinning tool set. You find a sharpening thing for his axe. You also find like a bag of very frozen meat. Probably was dog treats.
You're not gonna make us feel bad about this.
He liked his dogs, okay?
Kieran doesn't have a heart anymore, alright?
Well, he let one dog get paralyzed and the other one run away. So how badly did he love his dogs? Just saying.
Just saying. Well, look at that. Him and at least one of his doggos. That's totally just a normal dog and not really fucked up. They went to the afterlife together, so they can go hunt in peace forever.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Yeah, but I read in a book that all dogs go to heaven, and I'm not sure that this giant is going to go to heaven.
Well, I'm not sure if he's technically an actual dog, so.
That is true. Anyway.
Okay, where are you guys going? What are you doing?
Let's go.
I'm going to ask Felgolis to drag the corpse of the giant back onto the bed, and we're gonna throw a cover on it, and have the
Yeah, throw
the
cloak
corpse
on him.
of the wolf placed in such a position that it seems like it's sleeping at the foot of the bed.
Okay, roll me a survival check.
Yes, ma'am. That's a casual 22.
Yeah, okay. So you get him all covered up. You lay the dog with his like butt to the door, and kind of looking like they're sleeping in this like little chest area over there. And you're pretty convinced that that's a pretty good job there.
Great. Alright. Onwards.
Alrighty, so as you guys pop around, we're going to be popping over to a different map here. Let me see what my dragon's at, health-wise.
Guys, I didn't take any damage that fight.
Wow, look at you! That's because Lydia took some of the damage as well as your dragon friend. So you guys are going to be...
That's a real
fight.
You guys are going to be popping up in the top middle left.
Ruby.
Okay. Hooah.
Alright, Sheila, if you could please lead the way.
Sure, yeah, just up here around the corner to the left.
Are we... This is a fight, right? Like, we're gonna be ready for a fight?
Is there a fight?
Unless you have a different way for us to get in. Or maybe they're friendly, who knows? We haven't really tried to talk to any, have we?
I could just mind control another one to open the gate for us.
I mean, we did try Did we literally try talking previously with
Yeah.
them, and they definitely tried to kill us?
One of them did.
Well, I mean, yeah, this does look like a fight. Hey Zari,
Yes.
what's this?
What's what?
What's
Nothing.
this?
You see
what's
nothing.
it?
It's nothing. It's fine.
Get the shuffles, get the shuffles. We just stopped doing... The giants are like, what are you doing here? I just lift my shovel, Miriam just lifts her pickaxe. Excavation crew.
You know what? After
We're just
this,
here for
I will
plumbing.
reveal to
For
you
plumbers.
all of the map.
Yes. Look, man, I actually have a very good deception. I think we could win.
Yeah, we're the dwarves that were called in for an excavation crew.
For mechanics, we're here to see if your refrigerator is running.
Okay, what are you guys doing? Dial it back in.
Never. Yes. Okay.
So, just keeping in mind, in this area, the area that you're in is indeed covered, and as you kind of look, ignore the cone, it's just stuck on cone mode. As you kind of look in this area, it does seem to open up a little bit, but it's extremely hazy. While it does seem like open to this area up here, you could probably, if you were quiet enough, maybe sneak up, depending on some pretty good rolls, because it's kind of hazy in this area, or if you make it
Oh.
more hazy.
Oh.
Is
I'm
the
going-
ground covered in snow or is it just straight ice?
It's like the ground that you're on right now is pretty much straight ice. You do see a little bit of snow kind of ahead of you, kind of in this area.
Sheila, and I'm gonna point down to like these walls. You said that there was an open space past here, right? And that there were giant sides, correct?
Yeah, something like that.
Do we want to do a pincher movement where we have some people come attack from the front and we attack from behind?
I believe that could work.
So our long range people can maybe be more like out here in this open area, shooting fire, and we can be inside. Attack.
What if I manage to lure all of them at the lip of the ravine here? We could either pass by or we could just push them in.
If you lure them all to the ravine, we can just sneak right in pretty easily.
Yeah, we could do that. What do you guys think?
No, how would you lure them?
With a literal pissing contest?
Miriam looks intrigued.
Me too, honestly.
Are you gonna like imitate one of their voices or what?
I'm just gonna mind control one to suggest that they do a pissing contest.
Alrighty, yeah, absolutely. I want to see this.
Alright, I am going to go to this dude and make sure that he doesn't see me, but I could barely see him.
Okay,
And cast detect traps
roll a
on him.
stealth check just for posterity's sake.
Yes, sir, ma'am.
You two just come with me.
That's a casual 15.
Okay, cool. And then go ahead and, for the sake of this, how close do you need to be for your detect thoughts?
60 feet.
Okay, so I think from where you are indeed within 60 feet. Okay, so you read his thoughts. He's looking out kind of into this area and kind of staring over here. And your surface level thoughts that you get are kind of like, I'm bored. I wonder if the monster in the cave over there is, like, I want to fight it. I wonder what the Jarl's doing. He's probably so cushy on his chair. I'm bored.
I'm gonna cast suggestion on this dude and just continue with his own thoughts, saying, "Oh, I'm so bored. Let's have a pissing contest with the rest of the fellows. See who wins."
Okay, so I rolled a 10 wisdom saving throw, so that does succeed.
Yeah, that's fail.
So you hear him go, "Hey, guys, genius idea. Absolutely genius idea." And one of them's like, "What's that? What do you want?" And he's like, "We should go over to that ravine over there and see who can piss the furthest." So for the sake of this candle, roll me a D100.
Is that the amount of feet they can piss?
No, this is to see how on board with this these guys are. And with an 85 is a luck check there. This one just jumps straight down and kind of meanders on over there. You, I assume, duck back a little bit so that he doesn't see you. But you've been sneaking around with these guys enough to know that their passive isn't super bad. This one opens the gate.
Everyone come here.
Yeah, we're gonna teleport in.
No.
No.
We don't need to waste that many spells. Once they all start moving, I'll cast Pass Wall so we can walk through this wall.
Heck yeah.
Okay,
I'll
cool.
touch my staff to it and draw a little door.
my
I'll leave
gosh.
Felgalis right there.
Nope, Falcolis is coming with you. And these guys do indeed go to this ravine and proceed to have a pissing contest.
That's why.
Go ahead
Johnny.
and...
Close the door, guys.
So, pass wall, like, literally just opens up a passageway in a wall?
Yeah, 20 feet long. So as long as the wall is less than 20 feet.
Wow. Well, look at that. Nice job. Beautiful. And you would know that because you've scouted it. All right. So everybody passes through.
How long does it last?
An hour.
Do we want to close the door behind him?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. And then for the sake of this, you guys all can roll me some stealth checks.
Sheila, maybe stay inside the wall for a minute.
But I rolled it.
I think that's the best stealth you've rolled.
Felgus, you might want to help us with getting these things closed. I imagine they're going to take some strength.
Okay.
It'll go for it, Sheila.
Not
Sheila. Sheila and Lydia. And look pointedly at the potion. And then look at Lydia.
I'm gonna...
Go ahead.
Maybe it's better if Felgalis drinks the potion.
I gotta get big to open this, though.
That's okay, just do it quietly.
Okay. He's gonna roll a stealth check. That is a 15, which beats their passive perception. Okay, so you're going to close the gate. He gets big and bites down, and go ahead and roll me an athletics check too, Sheila.
I will help her out.
I'm also gonna help Fegalis out. I don't know if that'll give him advantage.
Both of them rolled a 23. Wow. Wow. What is the chance of rolling 3 23s in a row? Damn.
Glorious.
So he kind of grows into the dragon form, just bites down and begins to like let it go. And so with a 23, because that's like a pretty great test of athleticism, what ends up happening is you guys manage to close the gate, and since it's not just like triggering the gate to like let it slam shut, you manage to hold it off enough so that it doesn't slam, and so it lowers actually rather quietly because you both rolled so well. And so this gate closes and the giants don't seem to have noticed.
I'll go touch my staff to it and cast Arcane Lock on it too.
Damn.
Alrighty then. Okay, so this is now arcane locked.
We really said fuck these guys in particular, huh?
I know. These poor guys are just peeing off here. Just having a grand old pee time.
You know, actually, no.
Yeah, I'm
we're
curious.
making.
Which one of
We are
them
like.
wins?
Yeah, I was like, they're winning here. We're making sure these guys are living their best lives.
Exactly. So, since they're frost giants and we're past freezing point, how cold is it? Does it freeze the
So,
moment they
yes,
pee? Or
absolutely it freezes the moment
Or
they
they're
pee.
peeing icicles?
They are peeing icicles.
Oh, no.
So, which one of these giants won the contest?
Yeah.
From what you... Make a perception check to see if you can overhear this.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Can I just use my passive?
My money's on Daryl.
Who's Daryl?
Daryl's not a giant name, but this one's now named Daryl.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so Lydia can pretty easily hear. Actually, roll me another D100. And the
Sure.
percentage quarter you're in is going to be the guy who wins. Okay, so this guy down here wins, and you hear them like cheering, and one of them chanting "Scory, Scory, Scory." So this one down here apparently is named Scory, and he won the pissing contest.
Nice. Rematch.
So, and this gate right here is kind of like a gigantic ice gate, so it is fully, like, they can't see through it, because it is tall enough, just so you guys know. Oh, I'm moving Kieran, not Felgalis. Oops.
Oh, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay. And you do see a portcullis over here. So
Okay.
just so you guys know, the portcullises are giant-sized. I don't think any of you could get through, except for maybe Lydia could squeeze through.
It is lowered.
It is
I would
lowered.
reduce myself and walk through.
Okay.
Great.
And then I'll reach my staff through and reduce Miriam, because I can do this at will.
What?
Uh-huh.
Problem solved.
And then I'll do it to the other two. Fergalos
We love-
and...
We
All
love
right.
the bullshit.
All
that
right.
short-
Alternatively, you guys could all have fit in a bottle and I could just squeeze you through.
Yeah,
That-
that
you
was
know-
going to be my...
Yeah.
I was just going to be like, wait, no, take the bottle, but this works great.
That does work great. Alrighty, so you see before you, there's a couple different ways you could go. There seems to be a passageway kind of to your right. There's the stairs up here that Lydia did explore. There's this area down here, and then there's this area right here.
All right, Sheila. Which way do we go now?
All I know is there's a treasure room up those stairs. But I didn't... it was too big for me to explore anything else. It was about the end of my
Right,
time.
If you like treasures, perhaps you would have put the crystal in the treasure room.
Do we want to see if we can find anything useful in that said treasure room?
Yeah, I tried to look around a little before I ran out of time, but it's all got chests and stuff, so...
Alrighty, let's go.
Alright.
So
Yoink.
Kieran, with your passive perception, probably Lydia, I think yours is up there too. You do hear snoring coming from the room off to your right as you kind of walk past.
Ah, so avoid that. Gotcha.
Okay. Did I just drag you? Or was that you?
No, that was me.
No, I was talking to Miriam.
Oh, no.
Okay. About this time, Sheila, as you're kind of like standing in the middle waiting for a moment, you do hear some banging on the front gates and some yelling. And you wait for a moment, and you don't seem to hear anything from, like, a reply from any of this area over here. But it seems like they've noticed that the gate's locked behind you.
They're probably blaming poor fucking Daryl. God damn.
I know, poor Daryl. Okay, there is another portcullis up here.
Are we just gonna sneak through again? Sheila?
We can do any way we want.
Yeah, it worked the first time. Oh, though technically, aren't we not all small?
No, it's concentration.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, so since you can do it at will and you have a bit of time, I'll say that you can very easily get through here. And you do indeed see a treasure room that has chests kind of interspersed throughout. You see skins on the floor as well as some blocks of like frozen gold. Which would be take a little bit of time or some well-placed fire attacks to get out there. But there are several chests, and what would you guys like to... Are you kind of just ransacking this place, and how long would you like to take?
I mean, we're looking for a crystal.
Crystals.
I guess we could just separate and all do investigation checks.
I also have a bag of holding, guys.
Ooh,
Oh, then we can just dump stuff in there and...
exactly. And we'll figure it
Alright.
out later on.
Okay, so what's the plan?
We just
Gonna-
shove everything in the bag of holding and figure out later on what we got.
Okay.
Yeah, it might behoove us, though, to do, like, a quick cursory scan to see if we see any potions or weapons.
Yeah, and like make sure we actually pick up the thing we're trying to find.
Alrighty. So, go ahead and I'll allow each of you to roll investigation checks as you're kind of going through. You can't, like, the chests are giant-sized chests, so you can't just, like, dump a whole chest in there. You have to, like, actually open and move things into there. So, We got a 16 from Kieran. We have a 30 from Lydia, a nat 20 from Miriam.
Damn, Miriam.
Felgolis will keep watch for you guys. And an
Thank you,
18
Felgolis.
from Sheila. Okay, so you guys go through several of these chests. I'll say this takes about 5 minutes or so if you guys are agreed upon there. And so you see many pelts. You see a couple bags of gold. You see a couple bags of gems. You do see about 3 potions. You're not quite sure what they are. So here, I'm going to write down 2 bags of coin, 2 bags of gems, about 3 potions. You do see a kind of like a staff in the corner, as well as you get the sense that any like giant-sized magical weapons they probably are using, but you do see like a magical-looking necklace in the corner, as well as a bag of beads that radiates magic.
I am taking anything that I think Miriam might immediately impulsively start using them, look at her, and then stick them in the bag of holding with like a look of like later.
I will quickly identify the staff, the bees, and the necklace.
Okay, so you identify the necklace as a necklace of fireballs.
Ooh.
You see there's about 4 beads in... This is gonna break my game, I just know it, but I rolled it, okay? 4 beads of force in the bag.
Yes! Yes!
I want you to know that my first ever, like, pretty big boss fight that I DM'd, like, the first dragon my group had ever encountered that I have ever ran, Shorty here cheesed it with a bead of force. So I was very nervous when I rolled it. I was very nervous. And hold on.
Yeah, Zari also killed one of her players with a beat of force too.
Oh, absolutely I did. I didn't do it. One of the players threw it on you, so that's all you. And then the staff seems to be, hold on, let me find it. Where did it go? A staff of frost.
Can I have that necklace? Can I have that necklace? Please, can I have that necklace?
I think she deserves it.
Miriam's giving her best puppy dog eyes right now. It's like pitiful old woman, like when old woman at the fucking nursing home. She's like, "Sweetheart, would you please just sneak me a chocolate?" It's that kind of look.
I think Miriam deserves them as a treat.
It's fine. Does the Staff of Frost, I see that it can only be used by a druid, sorcerer, warlock, or wizard. Is that still a thing, or?
Correct.
Damn.
Ooh. I don't think that
Well,
might suit you.
you know, I mean, if Lydia really wanted to, she's really high level. She's very trained. So I would say that you could make maybe a series of checks to try to attune to it, but it would take an hour to attempt to attune to.
I mean, it takes
Do
that
we
long.
have an hour, guys?
Well, we can attune later, can we not?
Well, I have the feeling that once we're done with this dungeon, we're kind of done.
Well, just keep it and see if you can ever make it work then.
Okay,
Doesn't
fair
sound
enough.
biased.
And I have a question, Zari. You said 4 beads on the necklace?
Hold on. No, there's 4 beads of force in the bag. Here, let's roll for it. I rolled a 3 plus 3, so there's 6 beads of fireball in the necklace.
Oh yeah, mama.
There
Oh
you
yeah,
go.
mama.
You can hurl the whole necklace as one action. Oh no.
Oh yeah, mama.
Oh no.
So that would be 6 third level fireball.
Yup. Okay. Anyway, so that is what you find. You do still have 3 potions on there that you can check out later.
Can I have a couple of those beads?
Yeah.
Bad.
Oh no.
I'll maybe take one of them.
Oh, can I have 2?
There's 4. You can have 3.
Okay, great. Even better.
I just want 1. I'm intrigued.
I'm very concerned.
You don't need to give the 2 of us.
I'm very concerned about the 2 of you. It's
all
all
I'm remembering is the bag of beans.
Okay, just so you know, on the roll chart, the bag of beans is right next to the beads of force, and I was like, oh no, I'm scared, and then I was like, oh, thank goodness that it wasn't the beans, and I was like, oh no, it's the beads of force, oh no. There was a lot of emotions when I rolled that. Alrighty, guys, what are you doing?
Look, I got my bead of force. I think the necklace of fireballs is going to Miriam, and I think the staff of frost, Lydia's gonna try to attune to it.
Yep.
Sounds Gucci.
Are you taking time to do that now?
I don't think we have time now, unless we
Yeah.
find a place for a break.
I mean, we could always bottle up and put ourselves into the corner.
I mean, and eventually people are going to realize that there's 4 giants knocking on a door.
That is
True.
Alrighty, let's get going.
I mean, you can always attempt to attune in the bottle while the rest of us kind of out, so...
I'll
did we...
take my chances.
Okay, did we find the crystal?
You did not find anything that looks like the essence pearls at all, or even anything crystalline. You look through the bags of like gems, and they just seem to be regular gems. Nothing that gives off kind of like you can tell when you look at the essence pearls that they are innately magical without even like rolling an Arcana check, because they just carry so much tumultuous magic in them, and so. The gems are so mundane that like you couldn't, you're pretty positive that it's not here. And Miriam especially, you cased this place really, really well between you and Lydia, and you don't think that the essence crystal is here. So either it has not fallen yet, or it's somewhere else.
Cool.
Alright, let's continue our search.
Okay, so using the reduce spell, you managed to make your way back out of the portcullis. And coming around the corner, you do hear just like a faint, like a very faint, like kind of getting dimmer knocking on the door. But it seems that they are losing steam a little bit and yelling less.
Alright. You guys want me to sneak around and check up here?
That would-
Yeah, we did hear the snoring coming from there. There might be a giant we could kill her too.
No, we heard the snoring from
Continue.
down here. Down south. I'm talking about north.
No, it was definitely up here.
No.
It was from down here.
Sorry?
I mean, I know where it was, but if you guys want to have an argue about it,
You said it was to our right when we were right
I
here.
know,
so it
but I
had to
literally
be-
wrote snoring to the south.
it was to the south. I said that there was openings to your right. That was the only time I used directions. The snoring was from the south.
Alright.
Alright.
I'm gonna go sneaky.
Alrighty, be
Go ahead and roll me some stealth checks. Okay.
We'll need to.
So with a 22, you kind of poke your way through the area. You don't see any movement. Are you taking light source with you?
If I need to, I
you will need to.
Okay, I'll ask Lydia to. Actually, I have my blade out. I forgot. I did think of this. My packed blade is the moon. The moon blade that gives off bright light in 15-foot radius.
Oh, okay.
So I'll pull that out so I can see.
Okay, cool. So you can see pretty easily. And you're kind of stealthing around the corner there. So Sorry, I was just checking something. So you kind of
Sure.
stealth around the corner over here, and this seems to be like a nicer area. You get the sense that if there was to be a chief's bedroom, this is where it would be. It does not seem that the chief is here or present. It also seems that you see like a kind of a messy bed and some like extraneous like armor bits all over the ground there. You do see a chest in the corner.
Alright, I will send a message to Miriam. I'll cast a message to Miriam and just say, coast is clear up north, found another chest, chief's room.
Miriam will relay that. She will start also sneaking her way up.
I'm going to first check this chest to make sure it's not,
Trapped.
Yeah, trapped.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an investigation check. Okay, so with the 16, from what you can tell, you don't think it's trapped.
Cool. Is it locked?
It is locked.
I have these tools, my friend.
Okay, so go ahead and roll me some thieves' tools.
Alright, is it thieves' tools? Or is it...
So
How do you roll thieves' tools? Genuine question here. I
So
am
theoretically, tool checks are not like part of your skills, but you can just free tip for you. You can add a skill to D&D Beyond if you want to. You're proficient with this, so this would be a dexterity check with proficiency. So
I think I can click thieves' tools.
So if you don't have a Thieves' Tools check, you can just click any of your dexterity checks with your proficiency bonus.
Here, I will.
Ooh,
How do-
I figured it out. Roll formula. Select. I am proficient and dexterity. I got it.
Oh,
Blunt rolling. I'm sorry. Hello.
what's blunt
I-
rolling? Oh my gosh, did you add a blunt rolling skill check? This is great.
I think she'd be proficient.
I think she would be proficient in it too.
All right. Can I throw bargain free? So.
No, you can't.
Aw, damn.
So with a
All right.
13, Miriam comes around the corner and you're still like fiddling with the lock. This lock seems to be a little bit harder than what you're able to pick at the moment. The light isn't very good as you're like kind of holding your blade in between your teeth, and it's weird right now.
I'm just gonna look at Miriam like help.
Yeah, Miriam will kind of, let's see, do I have anything? Yeah, Miriam will take a moment to kind of light a torch above him and just kind of give him a little bit more light to work by. You can do this here. I've seen you do more difficult things than this before, alright?
Can I reroll?
I will say you can re-roll, but it's gonna take a little bit more time.
That's fine.
Okay. You don't get advantage or anything though.
All right, 22. There we go. It's a bit better.
Okay. So with that, with the light source helps a ton, and you're kind of able to get like your tools in there a little bit better, and you realize that there was like a hammer that was kind of blocking your way a little bit that confused you, and you do manage to spring it open. So inside you see a couple of large iron caltrops, as well as several large blue quartz gems, and a war horn in there that seems to be gilded at the tip, as well as where did it go? Extremely, like, they look like to be giant size bracers.
Alright. I'm gonna look at Miriam like, anything useful in here? Or what we're looking for?
Miriam will kind of She'll stuff the blue quartz gems and then look a bit closer at the war horn.
The Warhorn does not seem to be magical, just from a cursory glance, I'll just say.
She'll take it anyways.
Okay.
It's about.
Alright.
Alrighty, let's get going.
Cool. I'm gonna close it and relock it.
Okay. Did you take everything out of it?
No, we just took those two.
Which ones? The quartz and the Warhorn?
Warhorn. Yeah. I have no desire for any of the other things.
Okay. Sounds good.
Alright. Let's
So
head back
at
down.
about this point, it took you guys, that little detour took you guys about like 5-ish minutes.
Alright. Were Lydia, Sheila doing anything during that time?
Yeah, were you guys doing anything during that time?
I feel like we were doing something cool, but I can't think of it right now.
But it was cool.
It was so cool, man.
I have full faith in you.
It was
It was
super cool.
cool.
It was so cool that we can't even show it.
Well, of course. Of course. Showing it would make it less cool.
Yeah. Alrighty, where are you guys going next?
Suppose we go downstairs now? Ah, well, Sheila, you lead the way. I trust your sense of direction.
Well, I have no idea where we're going now, but sure.
I have full faith in you. I have no clue.
Sly's being Nick.
Always.
Unbiased is always the best, one might say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so before you see another portcullis, and kind of peering in there, are you guys, how are you approaching, first of all?
Sneakily.
I was leading, I just walk up.
Okay.
Most of us try here with stealth.
So-
She was like, I don't give a shit.
Yep, and I love that for her. So go ahead and roll me a stealth check, you guys, as I kind of reveal this space.
Yes, man.
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh.
And then I'll
Ooh.
give you a bit of a description here. Oh, that was a big zoom in, but that's okay.
Oh.
Okay, so, so what happens is, Sheila, you walk up to this portcullis, and you see before you, this room is lit. It seems that there's like a blue, kind of glowing light from behind, and you see sitting on a very large ice throne, this frost giant that seems to be about 5 feet taller than the rest of the giants you've been seeing in the area. He's holding a very, very large, like, axe behind his, on his back, and has a little bit of a crown, so...
Ah! Ah!
He's not that big, I just wanted to show you the picture.
He is. He's very
Gas
cool.
reduce! Gas reduce!
You could outwill it!
So, you see two giants at the side of him, and they seem to be having a conversation, kind of talking a little bit. And Sheila, as you're kind of peering in, go ahead and roll me a perception check. Okay, cool. That's what you see there, and you're kind of standing there, just like looking. And behind you, you hear Lydia trips over, kind of like a sawed-off stalactite that was on the ground, and just trips and falls flat on her face, and you hear just like a noise as one of her, like, I'll say, I feel like you have daggers. One of your daggers goes clang, 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 clang across the floor, and they all turn and look at you.
Maintenance!
Yeah, the second I hear maintenance, I'm gonna pop out with my shovel. We're maintenance!
Oh, this is so funny.
I will roll
We
deception.
heard that your iceberg is getting warmer. We're here to make sure that to keep it cool. We're gonna repair the pipes.
Did you call that out in Giant, first of all? Or Common?
I would have called mine out in Giant.
Okay.
Me too.
Okay, I'm pretty sure all of you can speak Giant. So he crosses his legs in kind of just this this casual thing and says, "Maintenance, huh?"
Yes, sir.
And what are you here to maintain?
Well, we don't know. We just got a call.
A call from whom?
You know, I don't know. I think it's... What was the name? Please tell me. What was the name that...
They said Jarl needed help.
Yeah, we're not gonna question it.
Not sure who Jarl is, but, you know.
Well,
While that's happening, Lydia is gonna put some items in a big tarp bag, just to prepare.
okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. I'm kind of like side-eyeing the two of you, like, you're fucking ready.
Miriam's gonna like, you see as this is happening, Miriam's like looking at Kieran, and she's gonna hold up one bead and then the whole necklace. It's like fun. Which one?
The giant on the throne leans forward and puts an arm out to the other frost giant, who like seems to be taking steps forward, grabbing at his axe, and he grins and says, "Well, if the Jarl apparently asked for maintenance, then I'm afraid you're in the wrong place, as I am the Jarl."
Yeah, so what do you need help with? I see some broken stalagmites over there. Do you need that cleaned up?
You see, that was a pesky small folk, much like yourself,
Oh,
who
damn.
destroyed something. And he kind of motions to the side, and you actually see behind him, kind of in this area, a frozen statue.
Oh, great. Does it look like Tobias? Does it look like a human lizard?
It looks like a human-sized thing. You're not quite sure.
I've got a pretty high passive investigation.
Go ahead and roll a active investigation for me, please.
Damn it. 24, let me... Yeah! The dice spoke.
The dice spoke. You don't know what Tobias looks like, but it does indeed look to be like a human size.
Cool.
Lydia's gonna show back up and say, "Look, we're just here for maintenance. We have this whole bag with mithril fittings. If we're here just to check the pipes, use the fittings to repair stuff. But if there's no repair call here, we could just leave."
No, I think this is amusing. If you want to come in here, indeed, I can let you in. We can see what
All right.
maintenance you're able to do. And he motions.
Lydia's just gonna pop in through the bars casually
Yeah,
Yeah.
as
and go up to over here and say, "Look, this is just a tarp bag. I've got plenty of mithril casing fittings here. Where's the pipe problem?"
So as that's happening, this giant is opening the portcullis, and you guys are able to file in if you so choose.
I'm kind of looking at Miriam like, maybe stay?
Miriam's gonna nod, and she's gonna hold up the whole necklace, and then like pull, like she's gonna like slightly to one of the beads to the side, like whole necklace or bead.
I will go in.
Felgulis also is gonna go in.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
Lydia's gonna reach inside her bag, trigger something, and then just throw the bag right here.
okay, what are you triggering?
My 9 bombs.
Okay, so let's resolve that first. um, this is fantastic. See, the
I will absolutely throw bardic inspiration on this.
you can't. There's not
Damn.
really a way that you can. Okay, so let me pull these back up. Were all of these bombs like normal bombs?
No, they're Claymore bombs.
Okay, that's right. And so I said I was gonna add an additional 3d6 of the piercing damage. Was there any that were like possible, or were they all like you resolved them pretty well?
No, me and Miriam resolved them all.
That's right. I
Yep.
remember now. Okay, sounds good. So they need to make for
I
the
know my
sake
fault.
of this, since you're throwing them all at once, I'm just going to do one dexterity saving throw.
Sure.
So let's see. Okay, the big boy succeeds. This one rolled a 0. So,
Yeah.
Fantastic.
that's going to be 3d6 fire damage per bomb. And then
Okay, cool.
an additional 3d6 bludgeoning damage per bomb.
27.
That's 27 d6s.
Yep. So go
Yeah.
ahead and roll all of that for me. They're not resistant to anything there.
Okay, how do I... Oh, there it is. So, slash roll 27.
You know, you really need to make a new custom
Six.
magic item that's just bag of bombs.
I really do. I really, really do. Well, it depends on how many bombs you have in there.
Oh yeah, no,
There you
no, no.
go.
It depends on how many bombs you have in there. It can be like a certain amount, and you can throw them, and then there can be a certain chance that it misfires.
Yeah, okay. So the way that this resolves is as Lydia says this, she throws this bag of bombs and it just explodes. And it's far enough away that you guys just get like a whole bunch. Wait. Oh, there is another 2076?
Yeah,
Each.
but
Yeah.
there's
You
3d6
said 20,
fire.
you said
You're right.
36 of fire and 36 of piercing.
You're right.
Oh, that second one was a gorgeous amount of.
That was indeed a gorgeous amount. Somebody tell me what half of that is, because my brain cannot.
That's 40 plus 48, so that's 88.
Yep, 88 damage.
Oh, I just meant it the 96, but
Oh, it's 48.
thank you. Okay, so what happens is Lydia lights this up. She throws it across, and it goes skittering, and it just explodes. This giant goes splattering against the wall, singed, burned, and dead. He stands to his feet. Oh, like, there was a cold smirk on his face the entire time that you were talking, and watching his, lieutenant go flying and die, he stands up, and he goes, "Oh, I knew you were trouble. I knew this was going to happen. Trap them." And motions there, and the portcullis goes slamming shut. He looks singed, but still fine, and for the sake of this, we will be rolling some initiatives. However,
Yes.
it is 10:08, so I do want to ask if my have to get up early friends are okay to run into some combat here.
I will
As long as
peace
the combat
out in
takes-
like 22 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
As long as the combat takes 22 minutes or less, we're good.
I feel like we will be fine there.
Okay, cool. That is the worst initiative I think I've ever rolled.
Hey, Lydia's initiative actually showed up.
I know. Also,
did that
I have a
happen?
very important question, DM.
Yes.
Did he know that we were trouble when we walked in?
Yes. Yes, he did. He did
Oh.
know you were trouble when you
So
walked
shame
in.
on him then.
Alrighty, let me get some battle music going.
There's your pun, Nick. You're welcome.
There's your pun, Nick. I feel like Nick's sleeping, which makes it even funnier. Alrighty. So as this is being said, as the bombs go off in the wake of this, he turns to you, snarling, declaring his intent there, and the portcullis slams shut. And with that, we're going to begin. Miriam, you are ready. What are you doing?
All right. Okay, one moment. Let me measure something out real quick. Yes.
As you're measuring that out, Kieran, what's your dexterity bonus?
My dex bonus is +3.
Okay. So you will be going before our baddie there.
Okay.
Listen, this might not be the smartest idea. I might be using this up too early, but I'm gonna throw the whole fucking necklace at him, and then land right here. So 9th level fireball, motherfucker.
Okay. So let's a DC 15 dexterity saving throw.
14d6 fire damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
He failed that, so I'm going to use a legendary resistance to succeed. Alrighty then.
Our solution to things is either just like hide, lie, or throw things.
Charm or throw things. Okay, so the whole necklace goes flying. And you guys just like right after this explosion, a whole nother explosion happens. And he takes half of that because he did use a legendary resistance. So that is 28 fire damage.
Does that
we've done
fog effect?
I'm sorry, what did you say, Cece?
Does that create the fog effect that we've been seeing?
It does indeed. So between the bomb going off and the fireball, it does begin to, like, this fog begins to clear the room.
Fantastic. Let's see. Do I have anything I could do with my bonus action? All you just hear from behind the portcullis as the fog goes is scatter. Miriam's gonna duck back.
Okay. Sounds good. Alrighty. So... Okay, so with that, oh, I accidentally clicked and now you can see what he looks like. He's cool. There you go.
Oh, he is very sick.
Okay, cool. That is the end of Miriam's turn.
Beautiful.
I had to.
You had to do it to them.
I had to do it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Sheila, what are you doing here?
I'll throw a bead of force right here and capture all of us.
Okay.
So we're all safe from, and then I'll action surge and I'll maddening darkness this whole area. The
Okay.
whole room.
And so being in the beat of force, does that make them safe from the,
Yeah, it does.
Wait, does it? I thought it,
Yeah.
within a 10-foot radius.
The darkness spreads from a point I choose and nothing can pass through the beat of force.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Don't we have to avoid the beat of force, though? Or take
You're
force
in
damage?
You're in it. Oh, wait. Like, if it gets thrown at you?
Yeah.
Will you display the beat of force for me? Someone?
The area of any creature that fails to save and is, oh yeah, if they make it, they will be stuck in it. But I'm gonna fail on purpose.
Yeah, so you can choose to
Okay.
fail on purpose if you want.
Okay.
Did Felgolis get sucked into the beat of force or no?
Uh-huh.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Question, does that mean we'll take some extra damage?
You'll take force damage. We all take force damage no matter what.
Okay. Will you at least yell at us, like, fail this, or get in, or
Get in the
something?
bead!
Okay, cool. Get in the bead.
Okay, so you all take 13 force damage. Felgolis will follow instructions and fail.
I will also. I implicitly trust you.
Okay. Lydia?
Yeah, I guess I'll be in the bead, but
Okay.
yeah. But
So-
I'll cry out, hey, somebody's elbow is in my ear.
It's mine.
Take that 13 force damage too. Okay, and the maddening darkness begins to spread across the room. You hear laughter and just like horrific screeches. And it is pitch black outside this bead. And actually there's like slaps of these weird like tendrils of smoky energy against the side of the bead, and it's a little scary. Like, Kieran, you feel a bit at home actually, but like
I'm having a great time.
Felgulus in his halfling form is like suddenly hiding underneath underneath you, like he's terrified of what's happening.
Oh, come here. I'm like moving my cloak.
Okay, so whenever a creature starts its turn in the sphere, so we're about to, it's gonna happen soon. Okay, Lydia, what are you doing in the sphere?
I'm gonna cast silence on this dude.
Okay. Sounds good. Do I roll something for that, or does it just happen? I think it just happens.
I think so.
Also, again, I don't think it says no attack or other effect can pass through the sphere's wall.
Yeah, but silence just pops up where you put it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Okay. So, like, I can't shoot a fireball from my location, but...
Yes.
But
Gotcha,
you could do
gotcha.
something else.
But yeah, exactly. So, because it's a point you can see.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do a... What point do you want it at, Candle?
I think I'll center it directly on this dude.
Okay, so it's like right here?
Yeah.
Cool. I can't draw a circle, so this is gonna be fun. Hurrah! Like that. Perfect. Nailed it. Okay. Anything else? Bonus action?
Bonus action, I'll give Felgos advantage.
Okay.
Although I don't think he can do anything.
Not really, but I mean, you might as well. Okay, Kieran, you are in this beat of force, and the maddening darkness is creeping around you.
I mean, I'm having a great time, but he doesn't know what to do right now because he had plans, and Sheila was just like, "No, we're doing this," and he was like, "Oh, cool."
You look at Sheila, you see her pulling snacks out.
I am, just in case, going to, I'm going to pat Felgulus on the head and say, "You're gonna be alright, don't worry," and I'm gonna cast a Death Ward on him.
Aww.
Because this boy also takes so much damage.
Poor boy. Okay, cool. So he is Death Ward on him.
Yes.
Alrighty. I'm gonna put a purple
And-
dot.
I got nothing else at the moment.
For the sake of this, Felgulus has moved. Okay, cool. So, this guy, at the beginning of his turn, needs to make a wisdom saving throw. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's a 16?
No. 27 psychic.
Okay, I think I am going to use a legendary resistance there. So, that's half of that, so... 13, thank you. 13 psychic damages. You can't really see him, but you hear him yelling out. Alrighty. Let's do... Feeling that he's taking damage in there, he's going to move out.
He is blinded if he can't see in magical darkness.
Good to know. Thank you for reminding me. So he's gonna kind of stumble down the dais, and hold. You're not quite sure what he's doing in there, but it is pitch black. Okay. Stuff's
It's
happening.
a 60-foot sphere, right?
Mhm.
It's a mine?
Yeah. Where'd you drop it?
It's a
I mean,
60-foot radius, but I put it
Yeah.
just so it covered the room. So
I
like
mean-
right here.
yeah.
Okay.
I centered
Okay.
it
Poor
there.
Miriam.
Oh.
She's not
Miriam all.
Miriam's
Oh.
not in it.
Unless
Oh, you're centering it down lower.
I centered it where my arrow is, yeah.
okay. I'm just peeking at it.
Cool. Sounds good. Okay.
Miriam's like, what is this?
Yeah,
I can
That's like,
see through it. I have devil sight.
this is true. You can, but it's like,
Nice.
it's like looking at your toes.
She
Yep.
can still Eldritch Blast him.
Yep,
Sick.
she can still
Yep.
Eldritch Blast him. Alrighty. Well, Falcolis is gonna use his entire turn to cower because he's scared.
I'll give him a snack.
Okay, cool. Yeah, the snacks definitely
Is it a
help.
Scooby snack?
No, it's a dragon snack.
Oh.
Okay, this frost giant rolled a 10. Do you want to re-roll your maddening darkness, or should I just use the 27
I love
again?
to roll.
Okay, go ahead and roll for me.
28.
Okay, so this one takes 28 points of psychic damage as you feel him bash against your bead. And he begins, like, you see him weakly banging his axe and then kind of, like, look a little nervous. But he's trying to attack your bead. And he's yelling out, "Boss! Over here!" Okay, Miriam, what are you doing?
I'm gonna move to be able to see this guy a little bit better, and since he's blinded, I have advantage, and I'm gonna send 8 Eldritch Blasts his way.
Okay.
So, nat 20 for the first one.
Alrighty.
So, this is also double my fire damage. So, 16 force damage plus 12 fire damage. So, let me just add that up.
28.
Yeah, so, yeah, 16 plus 18, yeah, 30, yes, 28, brain, yeah, wait, no, brain, huh, yes, 28, sorry.
28,
I'll
final
have it.
answer.
Math is hard, 28, okay, second go round. Dirty 19 to hit.
19 does indeed hit.
Alrighty, for 14 force damage.
Okay.
Third one to hit, and I'm hitting him back every single hit that I do.
Okay.
So I'm slamming him against this fucking wall.
Cool, cool.
Fuck this.
28
10
does hit. Beautiful. Let's resolve the rest of these, and then I'll tell you what happens. 17
Alright.
does hit.
Okay, so that, let me just check how many did I roll before? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I have 4 more. Okay. Oh, sorry, I accidentally didn't hit that with advantage, but let me just... Crit scum. Okay, so that's 5, 6,
Mm-hmm. Hits.
7, 8. And another nat 20.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're missing damage for the last 4,
Yes.
including
That's-
that at 20.
5d10 plus 20. So 35 damage total. I am just continuing to pummel him into a wall.
Okay, so Miriam, who can see through this darkness, as it is laughing around, she sends out 8 blasts, and he goes flying back, and you guys just hear a loud bash, and then just a repeated bash, 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 as this thing he is pummeling against the wall there. He is already not looking too good, Miriam, from what you can see, as he looks at you, or he looks up where the force is coming from and growls and is confused.
Alrighty, and I'm ducking back.
Okay.
Ducking back.
Okay, Sheila?
This is really crazy. I have no idea what's happening outside of here. And I'll just end my turn.
Okay. Lydia, are you doing anything inside the bubble, or are you just chilling and letting the...
Yes, sir. She is not. She also does not know what's happening, so she will cast Locate Object to find the staff of this dude, or the crown, I guess.
Okay, sure. So with that, you would know exactly where he is now.
Okay, and I will relay the information to the rest of the team inside the bubble. He's over there, in the corner over there, and I'll point over there.
Okay, cool. You guys all know the location of the big bad evil guy. Or a big bad
Nice.
evil guy.
I genuinely don't know if I can do anything that would
Yeah!
cause damage to him.
No,
I'll
but
hand a
like,
snack to you.
you could just snack.
I think most of my shit requires me to be able to see
Yeah.
or be within range, melee range. I will take a snack.
Cool. Start of his turn. Go ahead and roll me some stuff there. Oh, I rolled a 17?
No, 32 damage. Like
What is your spell DC save?
19.
Nice.
Zari was so excited until you crushed her dreams.
I
I know.
I'm trying to decide. I don't think it's worth it right now, so I'm gonna hold on to my legendary resistance. That's 32 psychic damage. Okay. He is going to
Blinded.
I know he is blinded. So he's gonna send out, you see several rays go slamming past you, Miriam, but he couldn't figure out where you were in the area that he guessed it did not hit. And then you guys feel another, like, bang against the bead of force there, and he kind of found it, and he's glaring down at you.
I will keep pointing where he is.
Okay, so Lydia
Thank you.
points, and then all of a sudden his angry face slams against the wall. Okay, Felgulus has calmed down a bit, and he is now just sharing snacks with Sheila. This guy, go ahead and roll me another damage there, Shorty.
38.
Okay, I failed. So this giant over here is screeching in pain, and you guys watch as a little bit of blood is dribbling out of his nose, as he just continues to blindly attack, and then he'll start to run this way, and kind of run into the portcullis, and then, like, seem to move back towards it. Okay, Miriam.
Alrighty. I'm not too concerned about that one guy, so I am just going to let him chillax there. I'm going to step right here and start hitting this dude once again.
Okay, you do have advantage, so let's roll all of your... Are you going to aim them all at him?
Unless I kill him.
Okay, okay. So, 29 hits, a 29 also hits, 15 misses.
That's a natty 20. Does something wild happen with that one?
Yes, it indeed does. Rolls me... were you in the... You weren't in the Felgulus's loop last time, huh?
No, I wasn't.
Okay, so go ahead and roll me a d100 for that. And let's resolve up to here for now. So go ahead and roll me damage for all of those.
All hit?
Mm-hmm. All
right.
except for the 15.
Okay, so that would be still 40, 10 plus 25 of this is fire. So 38 damage there, and he's pushed back 30
Okay.
feet.
Roll me 10d8.
38?
Okay. Cool. So what happens is you just, like, feel this energy come from Felgulus, and you actually watch as your bolt goes. His head perks up, and green energy jumps off him through the bead and latches on, and you just see vines protrude from your Eldritch Blast as it slams into... Your last one slams into him, and he's not dead, but he falls down to sleep.
Yeah!
Well,
So
The nightmares will have.
So he's now conked out, and you just hear a loud snore come from there. You do still have 4 more, but he is prone, so you would have disadvantage.
Since he's blinded, would it be even?
Yep, it would be even. Are you gonna kill a sleeping guy?
Yeah, of course I'm gonna kill a sleeping guy.
Okay, cool. Keep rolling.
Not even a question. Of course I'm gonna kill a sleeping guy.
Yep. Okay. So 26
Poor Jarl.
hits, a 15 misses.
Doesn't even get to
Got
do
2 more.
anything.
Oh wait, those are straight rolls, huh? That's
Yes,
right, we
they're
just
straight.
talked about that. So 2 more do hit.
Alrighty, so 2d10 plus. So 14 force damage, and then I am going to... Let's measure this out. Yeah, I'll skedaddle over here.
Okay. So with that, You, Miriam, specifically can see as he's sleeping, he begins to stir. It did wake him up, but he is prone still, and he looks like he can barely get up, and his arm crumples under him, and there's blood pouring from his mouth and just freezing in the cold air. He's on his last leg.
Guys, I'm starting to feel a little bit bad. I think we're bullying.
Just you wait.
What's that mean, Sheila?
Maybe if we said we were housekeeping, we came to wipe the floor with you, you would have listened. And I'll end my turn.
Disrespect happening here. I love it.
Yep. Actually, I'm gonna give you inspiration for that. That in this play is cracking me up. It's great. So take TM inspiration, shorty. Okay, Lydia, are you doing anything, or are you just enjoying snack time?
Can I see this guy since he's so close to the force? Or is that not a thing?
Yeah, I'll say that you can see him, because for funsies, I was saying that him against it you could kind of see, so we'll say you can see him.
Okay. I'll cast Sacred Flame on this dude.
Cool, because
So
it's
that's a
just
dex 19.
a target you can see.
That's correct.
Okay, he definitely fails.
So that will be 24 radiant damage.
Okay. As he gets pummeled by this, he looks around as if it's coming from, like, the darkness around him, and he's looking very nervous and scared and is not looking very good there.
I will whisper in a spooky voice, "They're coming after you. They're all against you."
Make an intimidation check,
Sure.
because I think it's funny.
That's a 17.
Okay, he just starts yelling, "No, no, no, no!" All out, which is very funny to you. Okay.
And that was my turn.
Okay, Kieran.
I can't do anything. So I will end my turn.
Alrighty. Okay, at the beginning of his turn, he's getting up from unconsciousness.
32 psychic damage.
Oh, dear lord. Okay.
Is he even getting up?
No, he is not. He is not getting up.
Not gonna use his legendary resistance.
He did, and he still died.
Damn, he didn't even get to do anything cool.
Nope, no, he did
didn't
not.
do anything at all.
And none of you can see this because Miriam's around the corner and you guys don't know what's happening. But for the audience, it kind of zooms in through the darkness, and as he's like waking up, everything buckles, and he just takes one glance over at the door, and you guys hear his voice echo through the chamber, and he just says, "I am not the end. It slumbers for now, but by Thrym's will, it will destroy you where I could not." And that's all you hear, and we watch as the life expires from him.
Did he just say could not, like he even came close to touching us?
I think he might just be being petty, but
Hold on, I got another one for him. Maybe if we had said we were architects here to design your demise, you would have listened.
Miriam's ugly laughing in the background. This is both out of character and in character.
she's holding her temples. We've won.
No!
You vanquish a DM.
Yeah! I'm laughing so hard my cheeks hurt. Okay, Shorty, roll me some frost giant damage here.
30.
You know what? For the sake of this, it's gonna take like maybe 2 more rounds for this guy to just auto die. So, you guys, you especially see he actually falls on top of the bead of force, as like blood is leaking out of his mouth and with an expression of terror. And
I'm just gonna kind of casually cover Fegalus's eyes.
aw.
He doesn't need to see this.
I love how you're
That's
like
what-
treating him like a child when he's an eldritch being older than you.
You know what? He was cowering, okay?
Aww. He's afraid of the dark, okay? Alrighty, and so with that, it seems to quiet for a moment. You still hear the maddening darkness around you, laughter happening, as you eat your snacks. Sheila, are you going to leave it up for a while, or are you going to let it drop?
No, I'll let it drop. And just wait for the bead to be done.
The bead's a minute, right?
Yeah.
So after a minute, the bead falls and you guys see the result. The Jarl, like, his mouth bleeding onto the ground, a puncture wounds in his chest from the eldritch blasts. And as the bead drops, this giant, like, falls almost on top of you, Kieran, but you just managed to, I imagine you tuck Felgulus in with you and you, like, roll out of the way.
Oh, absolutely.
As the giant falls there. What would you like to do?
I mean, I was not expecting it to go this way. Kieran's saying that.
We did good.
Absolutely.
This
I
was
didn't
pretty
think-
easy.
I was astounded. I'm gonna go check out the Jarl.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Sheila a high five, even though
And
I can't
then-
move beyond her hip.
I know.
Put a
And then
hand
I'm gonna tell Fegulus to check out the frozen statue down here, but be careful.
Would anybody like to let me in? Sheila?
I'll go reduce her.
Okay. Are you gonna leave her reduced?
Yes.
Okay, so
As she's strutting around, you know, I always did wonder what being a halfling was like. I guess I understand it now. Look, Lydia, I'm only 1 inch taller than you.
Great. Let's see how this is compared. I'm gonna use another. I'm gonna make another snowball the exact same size I did previously and throw it at her diminished head.
okay, go ahead and roll just like a dexterity check, so like an attack roll without proficiency.
Sure thing. That's a 12.
I don't think that beats your AC. So she manages to dodge out of the way, even diminished.
She does a little cartwheel out of the way. Nice try, Lydia, but I'm nice and sprightly in this fun. My goodness.
I will cast guidance on myself and try again.
Like,
I will pray to my gods to hit her with the snowball.
Oh, I don't know if your god's gonna pay attention to that, but good luck. Guidance
That's
doesn't
what-
actually
that's
help with
fun.
attack rolls, I don't
Doesn't
think.
matter.
Does it? I think it does.
I'm gonna start
My-
gathering snowballs back
My
up.
god of knowledge is against us.
mhm.
So, as these two have a little bit of a snowball fight in the back, because I heard Miriam say she was gathering snowballs up, you guys watch as Felgulus walks forward and kind of walks up to the statue and calls out, guys, it's Tobias, it's Tobias.
I knew it.
Oh my gosh, Lydia, that must be an amazing magical find. And the moment that she starts looking over there, I am going to try and hit her in the back of the head with a snowball.
Okay, go ahead and roll a dexterity check.
15.
Does a 15 beat your AC, Lydia?
No, not even close.
So I just like imagine the snowball kind of goes wide and smashes like, you know, this is funny. It smashes like into Kieran beyond you.
I'm gonna be honest, he doesn't even notice.
Felgulus goes, I need some help. I can breathe lightning. I can't breathe fire. We need to melt this. He's frozen.
Alright. I'm gonna relight my torch and start holding it up to him. And then I'm
Well,
also
just-
start casting prestidigitation to warm 1 cubic foot of non-living material for 1 hour.
Okay, you get the sense that in this icy of an area, you could probably, do you have any fire cantrips?
I actually don't, other than my Eldritch Blast, which does a little bit of fire as well.
Okay, so that's like your best chance there. So this might take a while.
I'll use the staff to make a flaming sphere and just let it hover around it.
Okay. That definitely helps. So you guys begin the melting process. This is going to take about 10 minutes before anything happens there. So is anybody doing anything in that process?
Oh, I am. I'd absolutely love to search the Jarl.
Okay.
And I also don't pretend like I don't see that chest over there. I will loot goblin.
I love that my sibling is loot goblining, and that's how I am in all of the games I play. So I support it. Okay, go ahead and roll me a d12.
Alrighty.
Okay, so with an 8, you find a giant-size wineskin that has like a really kind of almost putrid red wine scent, and it's like kind of a slushy, so which is pretty rough there. He also seems to have about 40 platinum pieces, as well as 2 rubies in his stuff. And then you do see on his crown that there seems to be a rune inscribed on there.
I know giant. Is it in giant?
It is in giant. It seems to be a sort of frost rune.
I'm not very good at Arcana, but I will try, unless Lydia wants to come over and help.
Yeah, I can help. No problem.
Cool.
Okay.
Do I give her advantage, or are we separate? Or are we rolling?
You can just roll. I think you're better at it.
Okay. Arcana. That's a 26.
So with a 26, you recognize this as the ice rune, ISE rune, and this seems to be some sort of like shard that he had embedded in his crown that you get the sense is a magic item. It's very long and slender, about the size of a dagger. And it seems to be a magic item inside itself. And you kind of press your fingers up to it, especially with a 26, and manage to extract it from his crown. And you get the sense that this could be a magic item to be used by itself, or that you could transfer the magic to a non-magic item for it to become a magic item. You're not quite sure what it does without identifying it.
I will cast Identify.
Okay. Well then, I am sending you a link in the loot channel, and you can check out what it does.
Sweet. I do need to go to bed.
Yes, and so actually, I'm getting there. So as you guys are kind of looking at this, checking out this rune that you found, Tobias's face breaks free of the ice, and he looks at all of you, and he just breathes, and he goes, "Oh, thank the heavens you're here. All right." And I think this is where we are going to end for this evening. So, we'll be back next time. We'll see what Tobias has to say and where you guys can find this essence crystal. So, yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for playing.
Yeah, thank you so much for DMing.
Yeah,
thank you.
I think that we have won, depending on how long we can play and how fast you guys choose my combat. Either one very long session or 2 rather shorter sessions left. So that'll be really fun there. So thank you guys if you're listening. We're gonna stick around and chat a little bit more on Twitch after, but if you're on YouTube, leave a like, let us know what you thought below. And we're almost at the finish of this mini campaign. So go ahead and check out the beginnings if you have missed the rest. And we'll see you guys all next time.